I'm not going to. I
Oh,
promise.
I think I just went live. Okay, cool.
Is that Gulix?
What?
Gulix.
If you found the Fulix,
I found the Gulix.
I have to.
Gulix. Gulix, my beloved.
I didn't actually
Thought you
set
weren't.
everything up before we got live.
It's
Uh,
okay. We can troubleshoot for a little bit.
It's okay.
Why do I
That's
need to
fine.
update again? This is the second time this week I've had to update. This is crazy. I hate. This is stupid. All right. How are we doing tonight?
Ellie,
How are we doing tonight?
we're doing.
I thought you weren't gonna play Pikmin while we do this. You said you weren't.
I'm not playing. I'm talking about my PC, bro. Talking about my PC.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
I was very confused.
We're starting with this dude. Let me
Ah,
add a row below for the
ranking,
to put him in.
ranking Pikmin. So now that's the dwarf
That's
bulborb.
the dwarf bulborb, correct?
Dwarf bulborb. All right. So staple enemy here. Like
Yes.
we
Our
love to see.
We're not even explaining what our ranking is. Um,
We love to. So should we explain or should we just go?
I mean, we're ranking on difficulty, intimidation, design, and then personal preference.
Yeah. So those first three categories we'll be giving them out of 5. Personal preference we'll be giving out of 10. And then how do we how are we deciding which tier it'll go in? Just like an average or
Out of I'm gonna be combining all of our scores and then putting them into an average, and then all of our
sick.
scores combined plus the average score, we'll get a total out of 100. And then depending on what that is, it'll depend on what tier it goes into.
Sick. I'm just gonna trust the process there. So. All
It's a
right.
lot of math.
I I have to get a calculator out.
I trust that Logan's a math guy. He's got it.
Sure.
Sure.
For difficulty
winning
for
vote-
dwarf bulborb,
Difficulty for Dwarf is 0. You
I,
can literally just step on it.
I put a 1 because it could at least have the possibility of killing a Pikmin.
That's fair.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
100% fair. There is some
You
enemies
can lose Pikmin to
you
these
can,
guys.
but yeah, 1.
You
I agree with the
you
1.
you agree
Actually.
with the 1? Okay, Christopher,
with the
do you
1.
also agree with the 1?
I also agree with the 1.
Okay, that makes our average easy. Um,
Mhm.
next is intimidation. I 0.
Intimidation. I'm not intimidated by this little guy in the slightest. It's
It's
I
Flat
can
out
I can
0.
I can
flat out
punch that
0.
thing to death.
That also
Flat
makes
out
the
0.
that also makes the average easy. Design.
Yeah, Dwarf.
Design, I'm gonna give it a 2 because it is iconic, but I feel like it.
There's just
The Bulborb came first, and so I'm gonna be rating that. Probably came first, so I'm gonna be
the
rating that
Bulborb.
higher.
Not only did the Bulborb come first, Bulborb is just more iconic
It's more
of a
iconic,
design.
yeah. It's
Like
just
no one's
it's just smaller Bulborb.
it's just smaller Bulborb. So yeah, I agree.
I gave it a 2. What do you want
I
to give it,
agree.
Riley?
I honestly, I'm gonna give it a. I'm gonna give it a 2 as well. Actually,
A 2?
thinking about it,
Chris,
I agree with the 2.
Chris, what are you gonna give it?
I'm gonna give it a 1 because it's just a Bulborb, but small.
That's fair. I
Well,
think
I
I
feel
think
like
rounding will give us 2, so that's the average will be 2.
okay,
That's my head math.
sick.
I'm gonna double check myself by actually putting it into the calculator though, but I'm pretty sure I'm correct.
Yeah,
So
'cause I
personal
think we get-
preference is next. Yeah.
May I start this one?
Yes.
So personal preference. I always love being able to stomp on these guys instantly. Staple enemy again across all
Yeah.
4 games.
Mhm.
They're good. They're good for building up numbers. They're good. I feel like for me this is a solid 7 out of 10 for personal preference.
Ooh.
because I think it's just like it's so easy to farm new Pikmin and like build up those numbers, which is vital in some scenarios.
Yep.
So I really believe that it deserves from me personal preference. Actually,
Yeah.
change that 7 to a 6. Sorry, change that 7
Okay.
to a 6. I think 7
Okay.
was a bit too high.
Okay.
Change that 7 to a 6.
I was gonna say 5 because I would say it's middle of the road. I have no like hate for it, and I have no like for it. I think it's middle of the road.
That's completely fair. That's completely valid, Christopher.
I'm gonna go with Logan's answer. I'm very indifferent towards these things.
I think they're just silly, so they get an extra silly point.
And two people chose the same thing, so that will make the average the same that number
Okay,
because that's how averages work. I'm pretty sure.
maybe.
This is
I'm no
not how
mathematician,
averages
but
work, but
That's not how averages work. I'm round. What do you round to the nearest whole number?
I mean, yeah, you can. Yeah, let's round to the nearest whole number for sake of ease.
is
But
5 plus 5 is 10 plus 6. Oh, we got a surprise guest. We got Gregory Davidchick in the channel. We're
We are
ranking Pik-
we are currently live, Gregory. If you
we
wanna.
are yeah we are currently live streaming. We're ranking
cool.
Pikmin enemies.
cool.
Yeah.
So
So.
Don't mind me.
wait, okay, he's muted. He's just gonna sit in and listen, be an audience. We love that for him. All right. So
I-
what's
It would
the
be
official
easier just
ranking?
Going on
Let
YouTube,
me-
but all right.
What's the official ranking?
15, 21. Okay, it's 21 plus a lot of other things.
This is gonna be
32
this
out of
is
100.
32 out of 100. Yikes! What does that put him in? Like
Boop.
low C, the D. Yeah, that makes sense. All right. Well, that makes sense.
Yep.
Next.
Next is the regular Bulborb.
All right.
Actually, wait.
Alright.
Never mind. That's actually wrong. I'm
Watch.
incorrect. I'm incorrect. Next is even worse. By quite a bit. We got the albino Bulborb, everyone's favorite.
Oh,
The albino
uh,
dwarf Bulborb.
the albino dwarf billboard.
Did you even know that? Did you even know that thing existed, Riley?
I knew of it. I couldn't tell you which Pikmin game it is in, but I know it exists.
It's only in 4 and is only in night levels.
Huh. That's probably why I didn't know which game it is, because I haven't gotten that far yet. I
Oh.
haven't seen it.
Okay.
All right.
It's
It's
the
like, I
same.
know it's in four.
I'm telling you, it's the same for me in difficulty and in intimidation.
But it loses. Yeah, I agree with that, but it loses style points.
It loses design points.
It loses design points.
I'm changing the
Mm.
design to 1 for
Yeah.
me personally.
It is
'Cause
a. It is a. Is
I feel like
uh.
maybe if
Same
they
for difficulty and intimidation for me as well. Honestly, design is 0 because it's Bulborg without the flavor.
it's Bulborb without the flavor. That's so true.
That's so fair. That
That's
is
so
fair.
I'm gonna stick with the 1 though.
Yeah,
I
same.
feel like if they made it more albino by like changing the eye color, like to really differentiate.
Yeah, but they didn't change
I
the
feel
eye
like that would-
color.
Yeah, I feel like that would have made it a bit better, but they
Oh.
didn't, so they're not getting extra points.
Yep,
That's a 1.
that's a 1. And in design, yeah, for personal preference, I put it at 2, because it's dwarf Bulborb, but it doesn't chop a corpse.
Yeah, it's just no, yeah, personal preference. I'd have to agree too. Honestly, I think
Yeah, it's
because none of the enemies, and that's a nighttime exclusive enemy.
yes, that is a nighttime.
So yeah,
there's
there's
no-
no
there's
there's no
None of the
there's no
enemies-
way that a corpse of that. So yeah, that's no fun. That's a 2.
Yeah.
You're also saying 2, Christopher?
My trophy.
Yeah, I'm gonna say 2. I'll agree for sake of
My
ease.
I'm I'm a big fan of collecting trophies, and since I can't collect that trophy, it's
Mm-hmm.
trophy as in the
So
corpse.
I
By the
think we
way,
all know
in
what
game.
tier this is. I think we all know what tier this is going to, but we're gonna do the math anyways.
S tier.
So we got 15 out of 100. And boop.
Unfortunate.
Unfortunate, honestly. Now we got the regular Bulborb. Iconic.
Now we got the boy. So, intimidate. We start with
We
intimidation,
start
right?
with difficulty,
Oh, difficulty.
in which
Right.
I will
So
give it a 2.
I think
Actually, I'll give it a
I-
3 because in Pikmin 1, this thing is especially difficult.
yeah. So, question: are you gonna tolerate decimals, or do you want to keep it to whole numbers?
I would prefer to keep it to whole numbers.
Understood. Difficulty. Honestly, it's just gonna be a 2 for me because you can get
Fair.
a squad of 20 red Pikmin, bum rush it, and then it just dies. Like there ain't.
That's debatable.
Well, I mean, like in.
It's
Okay.
it's very easy in 3, very easy in 2 if you have purples, and and dog is overpowered in 4.
Yeah. So.
But
It's just.
I think in Pikmin 1 it's one of the it's not easy.
And Pikmin 1, and yeah, so Pikmin 1's the game I've played least of, so
That's fair.
because I haven't played it at all. So, um, I
Christopher, what's your ranking of the
I
difficulty
wanna
of the
know.
regular Bulborb?
I'm gonna go with 3 on this one because I agree with you. I think this thing is hardest in its first appearance.
Yes, definitely.
And again, fake fan, haven't played Pikmin 1, but I I have
I've played 1 through 4, and I would agree. The hardest fight you have with this thing is definitely 1.
Yeah,
okay.
and before you have purples in Pikmin 2, I almost always lose a Pikmin there when I'm not paying
Yeah,
that much attention.
for sure.
So I think
Yeah.
I think 3 is fair for this thing. Intimidation, it's not a 0.
Definitely not a 0.
I think I'll give it a 1. Maybe I'll
Yeah,
give.
Intimidation. If if I never watched those
Mm.
Pikmin shorts on the Nintendo channel where they absolutely fold that Bulborb in occupational hazard, and I feel like it'd be a 2, but because I've seen that clip, it's gonna be a 1 for intimidation.
Nice.
Bro got absolutely folded.
Chris.
I agree. I think it's a 1.
Like
It's
just
the first
any.
thing. It's the first thing that you see, and you're like, "Oh my god, what is that? How am I
It's
supposed
a
to deal with
like it makes especially. I remember specifically in Pikmin 3, they make such a big deal about the first Bulborb appearance.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Personal
it's
preference for me. Oh wait, design first.
like, yeah, design.
I'm
Design
giving
iconic.
I'm giving it a 4.
Yeah, it's
It's
fully
iconic.
it's iconic. It it is just a bit. It lacks a bit of oomph to
Mhm.
push it onto that 5 mark.
Yeah.
I think I completely agree with the 4.
Mhm.
I think it gets a 4 for me as well.
That
Mhm.
makes it easy.
That does make the averages easy. Personal preference, I'm gonna give it an 8. It's iconic. It wouldn't be Pikmin without it, and
It would not be Pikmin without it.
it would not be Pikmin without it. I think it's very very good, very good staple Pikmin enemy. There's a reason it's basically the mascot,
Other than the Pikmin.
other than the actual Pikmin. Yeah.
Yeah, like it's Pikmin get merch and then the Bulborb get merch.
Yes.
Like that's how it's always been. That's how it'll always be. And honestly, my personal preference,
Yeah.
I've always found beating these guys up pretty fun. I agree with the 8.
The 8.
I agree with the 8. Honestly,
Chris.
Yeah.
I also,
there is that Smash stage as well. There is that Smash
There is-
stage.
yeah, for
Yeah,
that
correct.
reason, I'm gonna give it a 9. I'm gonna give it a 9 for Forest of Hope.
Worst of
The
all.
Smash Brothers stage, because I
Nice.
remember playing Brawl and
Yeah.
throwing people into the Bulborb. Was one of the most fun
I
things
always-
to do.
You are correct. Yeah.
I always liked feeding the pellets to the
Mhm.
pellets that spawn on the map to the Bulborb when it
Yeah.
appeared.
That Smash
I always
stage
liked doing
definitely
that.
definitely bumps it up too. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm still gonna be 8, but yeah, I agree. Okay,
I'm gonna give it
let's
a 9.
let's add them all up. For
It's gonna be
difficulty,
a solid.
difficulty it gets 11 out of 20.
Cool.
For intimidation it gets 420. Haha. Haha.
Ha.
For design it gets 16 out of 20. For personal preference it will be getting
This personal preference goes crazy, by the way. I think this
Yeah.
is gonna be one of the highest ones of the night.
33 out of 40.
Yeah, 7 point difference there.
And so I'll get out the calculator because I'm too lazy to do these calculations in my head.
That's fair. This is gonna be
This is probably gonna be one of the highest of the night.
Maybe.
Not the highest, but high.
We'll see. 64. I made it
64 out of 100.
out of 100. I may need to rethink what my order how I'm ranking these because this is B tier.
I mean,
That's fair.
Yeah.
I think B for Bulborb,
I
yeah.
agree with that.
Yeah.
I agree with that.
I don't think once we come up on an enemy that we like all agree should be 100% S tier and it's like not somehow, then I think we need to
Yeah, but
think about how
but
this is going.
difficulty and intimidation are like big things in Pikmin.
Yeah.
And this thing does not intimidate me like almost at all. So that's why
And-
that's
and-
why
and
it's so
that's
low.
why that's why it's so low, exactly.
Yeah. It's not
Like,
intimidating.
Part of the challenge of Pikmin
Mhm.
is something just like popping up or surprising you and
Mhm.
you're not prepared for it and the Bulborb is always asleep.
Yes. Next we have something that is a lot more intimidating. The Jumbo Bulborb.
Oh no. Jumbo.
I don't think you haven't faced this right now, I don't think, Riley. But but when I first saw this thing, I was very intimidated.
Is it in Pikmin 4?
It is a Pikmin 4 exclusive so far,
Okay.
and
sick.
it's only in Pikmin
Yeah,
4.
No, I haven't. What area is it in?
I think it's only in the game like 3 times, but it's in the fourth area, the house area, in the Pikmin 4 version of Glutton's Kitchen.
Oh, okay, sick.
And when I saw it, I was not expecting that thing to be that. It's very intimidating.
I imagine. I honestly am picturing it. Like, I feel like just the size of this lad.
It also
itself-
doesn't
like-
sleep.
Oh, that's scary.
Yeah, it's not
That
asleep.
makes things a little more difficult.
Yeah,
That's scary.
you've seen this thing before too, right, Christopher?
Not yet, but I have encountered some of the giant enemies,
Yeah,
and that made me very afraid.
yeah. For difficulty, I'm gonna give it a 4. Because when I first saw, I don't lose Pikmin very often because I'm a gamer. But when I first saw this thing, I lost like 10 Pikmin, and then got upset and reset.
That's fair. I feel like I will lose a lot then because I lost like
I mean, I think I reset that one because I lost a bunch of Pikmin to BS.
I
So,
lost. I feel like I'm gonna lose a lot of Pikmin to um this Bulborb because I lost like 50 Pikmin fighting the two Emperor Bullboxes
yeah,
in one of the beginning caves. So
yeah. Also, I wanna see if I could show you this from the final dungeon. But in the final dungeon, there's one of these just in a bush, and it looks really funny.
oh okay.
Because it's very clearly too big for the bush, and it looks really funny.
I'm picturing that in my head. So intimidation, just picturing it like really
You guys
intimidating.
didn't give your difficulty yet. Well, you guys haven't faced
Oh,
it.
difficulty. Yeah, I imagine.
Considering that part of the ease of Bulborbs is the fact that they are asleep,
Yeah,
and this thing is not, that
yeah,
Yeah,
immediately kind of bumps this thing.
yeah.
I
This thing
I
is at
think a
least 4,
five,
definitely.
honestly.
That's fair.
I
I
agree
think
with the. I
that's a
agree
five.
with the.
The 4,
I agree with the 4,
yeah,
honestly, because
because
at the end of the day,
it's not the
I
water
don't think
ray.
it's not the water ray.
Actually, yeah, I'll go with five, or I'll go with four.
Yeah,
Part of Pikmin for making the game a little easier is that it
yeah,
throws so many different items at you.
yeah.
You get so many different ways to deal with enemies.
hmm
Yeah, I'll agree with four.
Intimidation, I'd also give it a 4 personally. But
I can imagine.
I would understand the 5 here because it's not asleep and it's huge. And the main ease for Bulborbs is the fact that it's asleep. That's why it's so low on intimidation.
Hmm.
So the fact that it's bigger, and also I forgot to say, this thing like bites once and then it bites again. So it does like a double attack.
It does a double. Oh, that's intimidation 5. Don't give a. Why'd you give a Bulborb a double attack? That's part of the. That's part of the eases of it as well because it attacks once and then it's vulnerable.
Yeah. It attacks twice and then it's vulnerable.
Oh my gosh.
That's a five.
Yeah, that's fair.
That's a 5 intimidation.
That's fair.
I'm intimidated by that thing.
Design. Design is where I think it loses because it's just
Yeah,
Bulborb but big.
100%.
It's Bulborb
just
but
Bulborb.
big.
It's the same dwarf. It's the same like dwarf Bulborb
Yeah.
argument. It's just
I'd give it 2.
the icon but small, icon but big. Yeah, I give
Yeah.
it a 1.
A 1. That's fair.
A 1.
I also would give it a one.
That's fair. I mean the
So I don't think it's fair to Dwarf Bulborb to give Dwarf Bulborb a one and not give this a one.
that's fair. I gave Dwarf Bulborb a 2 and I'm just giving it the same thing.
I don't even remember what I gave it. I'm pretty sure I gave it a 2.
Yeah,
but
you gave it a 2, but it's fair
Out
that
of-
you think this
out
thing's
of-
design is worse.
out of spite.
For personal
I think-
preference, I'm giving this thing a 4, which is 1 lower than the Dwarf Bulborb. Just because it's not as iconic. Because the
It's
Dwarf
very
Bulborb
good.
has been in every game.
Yeah, I gave the dwarf Bulborb like a 6, didn't I? Yeah,
Yes.
I agree with. I agree with the. I
It-
agree with the 4 because at the end of the day, it is still just a basic Bulborb, and I
Yeah.
think it gains some points because of that because it is silly and
Mhm.
goofy. So I agree with the 4. If I'm gonna be honest.
Yeah,
I think that I'm gonna give this a five
that's fair.
for simply because that I think this has a little bit more flavor than Dwarf Bulborb. Is like Dwarf Bulborb is easy. It's like literally one of the easiest enemies.
I
in
mean,
all
I
of
mean, I
Pikmin
mean, you're
3 almost.
giving you also gave the dwarf Bulborb a 5, so you're giving them at the same level. Is that? I put one less than
that
the dwarf Bulborb. That I put for the dwarf Bulborb.
I think this is the same for Dwarf Bulborb
That's
to
fair.
me, to be honest. It's not enough to get a 6,
Mhm.
enough to remain the same. I think that
Yeah.
this is a little bit more flavor.
Yeah.
I think it's a little bit more interesting.
Mhm. Um. So
Make Bulborb, but
it loses
menacing.
icon points but gains interesting points.
yeah.
Yeah,
So for difficulty, we gave it a 16 out of 20.
Shit. All right.
For intimidation, we gave it a 19 out of 20.
Mhm.
For design, we gave it
A 19 out of 20. Holy shit.
I think it's intimidating though. It's
That's fair. That's fair. That's
yeah.
fair.
But for design, we only gave it a 5 out of 20.
Ha! Loser.
And it's gonna have a
Yeah,
lower
good on
personal
you.
preference than the dwarf. It's gonna have
So I think this is gonna end up being a C tier.
17 out of
I feel like
20
it's
for
gonna end
personal
up being
preference.
no, because it got a lot of points from intimidation and
I think it's gonna be C personally.
difficulty.
It might be
I
C.
feel
it's
like
gonna be C.
Actually, yeah, I think it's gonna be C because personal preference is a big one. We put it pretty low for that.
that's fair.
So 16 plus 19 plus 5
We're gonna,
plus
we're gonna be here
17.
for a while.
Yeah, we are. I was fully expecting that to happen.
All right.
It gets a 57 out of 100, which is promptly a C tier.
which is promptly a C tier.
I think this is good for like the main Bulborb family.
I agree, honestly. Look at that.
I think
that's like
this
perfect.
fits. I think this
That's
fits.
like perfect.
Yeah.
I agree.
I like looking at that. That tickles something in my brain.
Next we have the second of the Bulborb series. The orange Bulborb series. Come up with the dwarf orange Bulborb, which is the same thing as the regular dwarf Bulborb but different color.
Don't the orange ones like tend to stick in caves and not sleep though?
The regular orange Bulborbs are. I will explain their differences when we get there, but they do have a lot of differences to the regular Bulborb.
But like specifically speaking about the dwarf,
The
it's
dwarf,
not
yeah,
any different.
like it design and difficulty wise,
yeah.
it's the exact same thing except just different color.
I could just be remembering that wrong, so I appreciate the clarification.
And I think, yeah, they're
I think I'm definitely
they're functionally the same as the dwarf
Mhm,
Bulborb. So yeah.
mhm.
But the
I think-
what the regular orange Bulborb has a lot of functionality that's different to the regular Bulborb, which I will explain when we get there.
Mhm.
For
Which I appreciate because
yeah.
I'm not. I love the Pikmin games. I've played most of them except Pikmin 1 for some reason. I don't know why I
Yeah.
haven't played Pikmin 1. But
Yeah.
I'm just not as well versed as Logan
Mhm.
here, so
Yeah.
I appreciate it.
Well, I'll start this one off on difficulty. I honestly think this thing is a little bit more difficult than regular Bulborb. I'm gonna give this a 2.
Than the regular dwarf Bulborb. I actually agree with that because these things usually come near the orange Bulborbs, and the biggest difference
Not only
between
that, these things either come near orange Bulborbs or come in more numbers.
yeah.
I usually lose 1 or 2 of these
That's
things.
what it was.
Yeah.
Okay.
The
and
numbers of
regular
these
orange
things.
Bulborbs, Riley, their biggest difference between them and regular Bulborbs is they wake up easier. They wake up quicker and easier when you
That's
get
what it
near
was.
them. When you get near them,
Okay.
they wake up
I knew it
quicker
was
and
something.
easier.
I knew it was something with their sleep
Yes.
pattern. I knew it was
Yes.
something with that. So
They are way later sleepers than the regular Bulborbs.
that,
Right.
They will wake up before you know before if you like kill an orange Bulborb next to it, it'll wake up. Which is why these things are a little bit more difficult than the regular dwarf Bulborbs.
mhm,
So
100%.
that's why we gave
So
it a 2.
what did I give? Are you writing these down, by the way? Logan?
Yes, I am.
What did I
You
roll
get
back the tape? What did I give the dwarf bulwark?
you give it a 1.
I gave it a 1, so I'll give it a 2
Yeah, that's fair.
because
I'm giving these things a 2 because these guys are either near orange bulborbs
Hmm.
or are at least in enough numbers that it's hard to
Yeah,
kill them all fast enough.
yeah. I'm a little intimidated. I think for intimidation, I would give it a 1. It's still like not enough for specifically because they're almost always near a regular orange Bulborb
mhm.
that they're
Also,
intimidating.
for me personally, when I first encountered one of these, I was just intimidated by their color scheme in
That's fair.
general. I
That's
thought,
fair.
like, I think that I don't know if that should go towards design or intimidation points, but
I mean, if it's
um,
it might go to both. It can.
yeah, it can't go to both. That's true. So
I'm gonna give it
intimidation, I give it a 2.
Yeah.
I give it a 2 as well.
Okay.
Sufficiently intimidated.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm still gonna give it a 1, but that's fair.
Yeah.
Design, I think I'm gonna give it the same as I did with the dwarf Bulborb because it's just it is just the orange Bulborb but smaller, and I will give it a 2, which is what I give it to the regular dwarf Bulborb.
Design. Yeah, I agree with that. What did I give the dwarf award? Did I
You
also
also
give it a
you also
2?
gave it a 2, yes.
Yeah, I 100% agree because it just has that
Yeah.
same idea that it's just Borbor but small of
Mhm.
this species. So yeah, it's a 2.
Christopher.
Bulborb of this species, but small. So it's gonna get the same rating as Dwarf Bulborb, which I think was a 1.
Yep, you gave it a 1. That is correct. So personal preference, I think I'm gonna keep mine the same for this one too. I gave it a 5. I gave it a 5. I think I'm gonna keep it that way.
I think
You
I
gave the
gave.
regular dwarf Bulbor a 6. So would you like
I
to
think
change
I'm
that?
gonna give this one. Yeah, I'm gonna change that to a 5 because I think
That's
it
fair.
loses that icon points.
That's fair.
I think this gets a 5.
Okay. So
It loses the icon points because it ain't clad in the normal orange and red
Yep.
with white dots.
okay.
Loses the icon points, not only that,
For-
and also, like,
Mhm.
you can get jump scared by these guys.
Yeah.
These things are used for jump scares all the time in Pikmin.
Mhm.
Pikmin.
So for difficulty, we gave it an 8. Out of
Just checking
20.
with the. Is anyone in the chat right now?
No,
I'm gonna look
I
at
have
the
it open.
stream.
There's no one in there. The one
Oh,
it shows one person's in here and it's me.
I'm in there now, so it should say that there's 2 people. I'm gonna monitor the chat so you don't have to.
Yeah. Intimidation is 7. Design is the same as the dwarf Bulborb, so that is also a 7. And then personal preference is 1 less than the dwarf Bulborb, so that will get a 20. So 8 plus 7 plus 7 plus 20.
Hmm.
That is a 42, which will put it at towards the bottom of C tier.
Towards the bottom of C tier. Okay.
I
That's
should
fair.
I should be writing these totals down actually because I'm not. The
Yeah,
dwarf-
that's gonna decide placements within the tier.
yeah, within the tier. The dwarf Bulborb was 32. Yes, the dwarf bulborb was 32. I'll put that number next to the name. The albino dwarf
I think that
bulborb was 7 plus 8, which is 15.
I forgot that. Never mind. Sorry. Carry on.
The regular bulborb 44, 48, 48 plus 16.
Justice for the orange billboard? No.
You said that.
Nuh-uh. We have fun here.
So that's 20 plus 33. That's 53. 64 is what the regular bulborb got.
Like Nintendo.
Like the Nintendo 64, which is not what this came out on first.
Nope. Came out on the GameCube.
16, 19, 5, 17. Sixteen, 19, 5, 17. The jumbo guy got 57, so I have to write that. 57.
Like and subscribe to receive a Pokemon card, one of those code cards from Pokemon card packs. 'Cause I've got a lot of them. Because I got a few Pokemon card packs today because I'm back into that now apparently.
Nice.
I don't know when that started.
I also have a lot of those, but I also have a Pokemon trading card game account, so I might use those.
I have to get one because I haven't bought Pokemon cards in like 10 years. So I don't know why
That's
I don't
fair.
know why I don't know why I suddenly decided to start, but I got like the new
I just got a Miraidon tin, and I'm happy.
I got the Koraidon tin actually.
Nice.
I got the Koraidon tin and the Paldean Elite Trainer box.
Nice.
So I had a few.
So
I had
yeah,
a few
I
packs
need to do
open.
math right now.
Okay, I'll leave you be. Sorry. We're
You're-
talking
you're-
about Pikmin, not
yeah, we're
Pokemon.
talking about Pikmin, not Pokemon.
My bad. My bad.
42. Is that what that was? No, I don't think that's what that
I also
was.
recently have gotten back into buying cards again.
We should. That's a stream idea. Pokemon card packs. I'm gonna put that in.
42 in our
Project
project
ideas.
ideas.
Yeah.
Yep,
Not the
that was
worst idea.
yeah.
Pokemon cards.
I watch those.
Yeah, 100%. And they made it much easier to do those with the new Paldean decks. So
Yeah,
because you only have to flip one and then you're
yeah,
good.
and
You don't have to
and
do a
I'm
whole,
pretty
like,
sure it's always an energy.
It is. It is. Like it's.
Yeah. Next we have our boy, the regular orange bulborb.
That's crazy.
Where is it?
He's by the bad Snagret, the bad one. Up. There he is.
Found him. The bad Snagret. You are correct. That is the bad Snagret.
Bad
This is the bad
Snagret.
Snagret.
Difficulty? I think this is more than the regular bulborb.
Oh, 100%.
I'm gonna give it a 4. I
Did I
think
give
it's you gave the regular bulborb a 2.
Yeah, I did. So I'm gonna give it a. I'm already subscribed. Do I get one of those cards? Sure, Greg. There, you can have a single. You haven't liked the stream actually. You need to like. I said like and subscribe, so you need to like the stream. As soon as I see that number go up.
do you have a Pokemon Pokemon trading card game account?
Yeah, if you have a Pokemon trading card account, I'll just send you the code to one of the cards.
Just DM him
Tried
the
to
code.
do- Tried to do TCG Live, but it does not run on a Chromebook.
I definitely did not just like my own stream.
I like all your streams, by the way. I'm your #1 fan.
Yeah. Okay. Let's get back to our Pikmin ranking. So you're
Yes,
you're gonna say 3 for orange Bulborb or 4?
yeah, I'm gonna say 3 because I feel like playing. Of course, Pikmin 3 is
Mm-hmm.
a bit of a less difficult, but like playing,
Yes.
remembering my experiences with Pikmin 3, I've never had like that much trouble, and they do give me
Mm-hmm.
more trouble than the normal Bulborb.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's gonna give it up a 3.
What do you think, Christopher?
Pikmin 3, Pikmin 3 is my Pikmin game. I love
Pikmin
Pikmin
3 is
3.
really good.
This also gets a 3 for me as well.
Okay. That's the same as what you gave the regular Bulborb.
Yeah, I feel like these. Yeah, they don't give me
That's fair.
as much trouble because they don't appear in like.
YouTube,
It's like I'm pretty sure their first appearance is not in Pikmin 1.
youtube.com/ev15.
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna check.
It's like, do they appear in Pikmin 1? I don't think they do.
Orange Bulborbs, no, they started in Pikmin 2.
Cooper.
Cooper's
very
also
funny.
muted in our call now. Cool.
Yes, he's also just listening into the stream. That's perfectly fine.
I
We
think
appreciate the
I think
audience.
we're not gonna do all of these today. That's what I
Honestly,
think.
yeah, with the time that it is now, I also don't think that.
We could just like separate it into 4 different streams. Do like Pikmin 1, Pikmin 2, Pikmin 3, and like the like unique enemies.
Right now
You just
there are a lot of enemies in the game, so I don't know if we could do that.
That's fair. That's 100% fair.
I think we'll just go until 11 and then we'll wait. I think we'll just go until like 11:30 and then we'll do other stuff with the group
Okay.
because I don't
I'm
know
cool
if
for that.
so we'll do this for 1 more hour and then we'll see if everyone wants to do something. I'll keep streaming and we'll see if anyone wants to do something.
That's cool.
Okay.
I'm cool with that.
We
I'm
we
also cool.
Oh,
Okay.
we lost an audience member.
oh.
Never mind, he's back.
Oh, okay. Okay, so intimidation for this guy.
Uh, Intimidation. He gets a solid 3.
I think that's fair. I will give it a 3 too. It's a lot more intimidating than the regular Bulborb, which we gave
100%.
which we give a 1. I think it is a lot more intimidating than the regular Bulborb.
Yeah.
We all gave it a 1.
I think that this
So
gets a,
He
yeah, I
also-
think that this gets a.
The orange Bulborb also did not get absolutely folded in a Pikmin short. So.
you are correct.
I also think that this gets a 3
Mhm.
intimidation because you see the colors and you're like, that's
Yeah.
different.
Yeah.
It's a little menacing.
For design, it's not as iconic, but I like the colors. So I think
That's
I'm
so
gonna
true.
I think I'm gonna give it the same as the regular Bulborb, which I gave it a 4.
I'm gonna give it a 3.
That's fair.
I feel like it gets more intimidation points than anything. I've
Mhm.
decided that in my brain. It's more intimidating, and the design is just loses the icon points. So,
Mhm.
in my mind,
That's fair.
yeah, 100%.
Chris?
I think that this gets a 4 for me actually, because I think that the design assists in the intimidation.
Mhm. That's fair. I think I'm gonna rate this for personal preference. I'm gonna rate it slightly lower than the regular Bulborb, but I still like it. I'm gonna give it a 7. I gave the original orange not the original orange Bulborb, the original Bulborb. I give an 8. So I'm giving this thing a 7.
I'm gonna go with a 6 here.
I could see that. Yeah.
I'm gonna go with a 6 here because I still
Mhm.
I still really like this guy.
Yeah.
Just not as much as the normal Bulborb.
Mhm. That's fair. Chris?
It gets an 8 from me.
Wow.
That's-
Okay. Cool.
It is one less than what I gave the original Bulwark.
Yep.
It's not as iconic, but it is interesting. and it is a little menacing.
I'm pretty sure that makes the average a 7 because that's how math works.
Maybe. That might be math.
Because if you move one of the eights, a 1 to the 8, they will always 7.
Oh, we got 4 whole likes. I'm assuming Gregory liked the stream, so I'm gonna send him a code.
I liked it on two. I liked it on 2 accounts.
Oh, that means he gets 2 codes, Riley.
He gets 2 codes. Oh, that's sick. Did you subscribe on 2 accounts?
Yes, actually, on my second account, that's the first channel I've subscribed to.
All right. You get 2 codes then. Congratulations. Thank you for entering the drawing.
Okay. For difficulty, Orange Bulborb gets a 13. Which is 2 more than the regular Bulborb. Which I think is fair.
I also think that's fair.
Intimidation is a 12, which is a lot more than the regular Bulborb, which I also think is fair. For design, we got the... Oh, I forgot to change the average for design. That
There's
is
your 2 codes, Gregory.
15
And
for,
now I rip
for design.
Now I rip these cards.
15 for design, that is 1 less than the regular Bulborb, which I think is fair.
I also think that's fair.
And
so
then
if one of those codes is wrong, Gregory, I apologize. I've already ripped the cards.
you should have just sent him a picture of the cards.
Nope.
Okay. And then for personal preference, 4 times 7, that's 28. That
I
is
think
that
there's
is
a lot-
that is 5 less than the regular Bulborb. I think that's fair.
I also think that's fair.
So
You know, I had to hit him with the automated stream message. Thank you for supporting our stream.
13 plus 12 plus 15 plus 28. This might be our first A tier. You never know.
This might be.
It is not.
I wouldn't. Yeah. No. Is it above the Bulborb?
It is 8 above the old. Not 8. It is 4 above the Bulborb.
It is 4 above the Bulborb. Wow. That's honestly surprising.
I mean,
But,
I
you know,
mean,
it's
it is more difficult and intimidating, and that's a lot.
That is.
I agree.
That
Yeah,
is
I agree with
that
this
is-
too.
that is-
I think
that
it
is
deserves
what-
to be above the regular Bulborb. Angel, we're ranking Pikmin enemies. We're screaming.
Thank you for joining the call. YouTube.com/EV15 if you want to join watch into the stream. It's the same exact thing what you're seeing on Discord. We'd appreciate it if you mute up, unless you have witty commentary to add. Thank you.
Now we got the bull bear
Ow,
line.
My ears.
The Bull Bear.
Now we got the bull bear line. First we got the little guys.
Little guys are just still much more intimidating than the other 2 Bulborb lines.
Yeah, the little guys. The thing is,
It's those dry, chapped lips, bro.
also these things follow the regular bull bears. So these things
Yeah,
these
like
things
they're-
are already way more difficult than the regular dwarf
Oh,
or the
ew,
regular
it
dwarf
looks
bull
like
bears.
that one lady from that one SpongeBob episode. God, this is a very specific episode I'm talking about. The one where SpongeBob gets involved into like a scheme or something, and then Sandy has to go save him, and she has to go through all the layers of.
Angel, what the
I know
Audience
exactly.
no
I
joke.
know
And she
exactly
is-
what you're talking about.
The-
and
the karate one?
The
Karate
lady with the
one.
lips, and then she pulls out a hairdryer on her, and her lips are chapped. That's exactly what this
Yeah.
reminds me of.
nice.
That's what I said. And,
Thank
like,
you for
Diff-
understanding my
dry,
very niche
chapped-
reference.
Difficulty, I would
dry,
give it a
chapped
4.
lips.
Because these things are always following the regular bull bears.
Yeah, but they
And I,
still.
and I'm always when I see them, I'm always hard focusing on the regular bull bear. That I always lose the Pikmin to it.
Mhm.
So maybe I'll give it a 3.
I
Actually, I'll give it a 3.
I feel like I'm the opposite because if you like just trail behind them and then pick them off one by one, like they're not as intimidating. But the fact that if you don't do that, they
Yeah.
do have that factor to
Mhm.
them. I agree with the 3.
Yep. Yeah, I switched mine to 3 because I remembered that things happen. I don't
Yeah,
know what I
no,
don't.
no.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with 3 here as well, because these are still a one hit if you are aiming correctly.
Yeah.
So
I say this bitch is ugly. Look at them lips. Cry. I don't know anything about these, so I'm just gonna judge them solely based off appearance.
Well,
Don't
you
actually
could
take my opinion as
you
validated.
could also just listen in, which we also
Like,
just appreciate it because this was sorry.
It's a, you're fine.
Editor, cut that out.
Editor, yeah, editor, mods, delete that.
Intimidation. These guys are very much more intimidating. Following that regular bull bear. I'm gonna
Yeah.
give it a. I'm also gonna give that a 3.
Mhm. I think I think I 100% agree with that, and I think the design of this also adds to the intimidation. So
Yeah.
yeah, I agree with the 3.
Mhm. Chris.
I also will agree with the 3.
Nice.
I would agree with the 3, simply because I've played enough Pikmin at this point after encountering these to know that these are a one hit. I
Mhm.
also know to play my cards correctly and smartly, and not
Mhm.
engage.
Yes.
Three
And that's what
enemies
I was sort of saying with the difficulty
Yeah.
as well, because you can just go up behind them and one tap them with a single Pikmin. So
Yeah.
Yes.
But sometime but that's only if you find the bull bear before the bull bear finds you.
yeah, so,
Right.
sometimes
Yeah.
things happen. Sometimes things happen and you can't do much.
Yeah. The bull bear finds you first, which happens a lot to me. Design, I would give this less than the regular dwarf bulborb. Because I don't really care for its design very much. The bull
I
bear
don't
design very
either.
much.
I 100% agree with that, Logan. I think this thing is ugly.
I'm giving it a 1.
I agree with the 1. I think this thing is ugly. I think its chapped lips he needs some
Yeah.
moisturizer.
He needs
on
some
there.
moisturizer.
He needs some lip balm, bro.
Chris. You
Full
gave
bear but small. That's a what?
Ugly bitch.
you,
Ugh.
Well,
you gave
Logan?
1? Or
I think I'm gonna give this a 1 because it's a bull bear
Fair.
but small.
yes, and also
Yeah,
yeah.
It's a
it's yeah.
Yeah. Personal preference. This one's difficult for me for personal preference.
It ain't for me. I'm giving it a 3.
Okay. I was gonna say
Okay.
6, but
3.
that works.
I'm gonna give it a 3. I just don't like. I've never liked the bull bear line. Like I appreciate them as an enemy, but like if I'm gonna choose my favorite
Yeah.
enemy, my favorite enemies, they're definitely not gonna be
Yeah.
even like D tier. They're gonna
I
be
put
low
it
D tier.
I put it 1 above the regular bulborb because I like it.
And that's completely valid. I'm not trying to take that away from you. I just
Yes. Christopher?
Is this personal preference?
Yes.
yes.
This gets a 5. I am indifferent.
Nice. That is
I don't
fair.
hate
Very
it. I don't love it.
I agree.
I'm gonna actually have to use math to find the average now. Actually use a calculator
User.
to find the average now, I mean.
User.
I've been using math this entire time, but I actually have to use a calculator this time.
So
Yeah,
for
the average is a 5.
for those of you who are joining a bit late, Angel, we way we're doing this is we're ranking each of the enemies by intimidation, difficulty, and design, and then personal preference. All of those categories are out of 5, except for personal preference, which is out of 10. And then once we have all our scores in, Logan does some quick maths. It calculates the average, which decides what tier it goes in.
Yeah, and then I add all of ours together with the average, and then I get a
Oh
total out
my
of
god,
100.
Logan, I am subscribed to you. What the fuck?
Yeah,
Nice.
YouTube.com/EV15.
No,
Yeah.
I just opened up my YouTube. I am subscribed to him already.
Nice. That's
As you should,
that's
as you
crazy.
should be, as you should be.
So difficulty we got a 12, intimidation we got a 12, design we got a 4, which makes perfect sense. And
Yeah.
then for personal preference we got a 19. So, which is not our second lowest like I thought it was gonna be. It's our third lowest. Because it's only above the albino dwarf bulborb, because why does that thing exist, and the jumbo bulborb? For
It looks
personal
ugly.
preference. Why does this thing exist?
Sorry, I just cannot look at it. It just looks so ugly.
And then, so
Can't
20,
wait for some of the other enemies. in this.
28 plus 19.
I won't comment on any of them until they're being ranked. I swear.
So we got a 47 with the dwarf bull bear, which gets
Dwarf
us
bull
the C tier.
C tier. That's
I think it goes right there.
okay.
I'm gonna bomb it.
I think I'm okay with that.
Yeah. Now we get to the spicy stuff.
Also,
Now we get to the spicy one.
That's a real
This boy.
poor use of your bomb rocks, by the way, Angel. You shouldn't bomb these guys. That's a poor
Yeah,
use of your bomb
that is a big waste of your bomb rocks.
No, okay, I won't
Yeah.
bomb them then.
Difficulty for the regular spotty bull bear. That's a 5 for me, dog.
That's yeah. The fact that they're always on patrol, they're always awake whenever you find them.
They kill Pikmin fast too.
They kill Pikmin fast. These guys are these guys are outlaws. These guys are murderers. These guys are a 5 in difficulty for me, Chief.
Ew. They're ugly and they're mean.
Christopher,
Oh,
I'm assuming you're gonna agree with us.
I'm gonna say a 4. I'm not
4.
gonna say quite a 5. I'm not gonna say quite a 5.
Because the water wraith exists.
Yeah, because there are
I'm not even gonna give the
specific
water
enemies
wraith a
in
5 because of the boss fight. Spoilers.
There are specific enemies in this that have given me infinitely more trouble than bull bears have.
That is fair.
Bull bears are still scary, and I will still be wary of them.
Speaking of
You know what?
They're
speaking
way
of scary,
before I
I
find
think
it,
I think I'm
but
actually, if I may,
yeah.
just for a quick second, I think I'm in complete. I think thinking about it, I agree with Christopher here. I
That's
think
fair.
in my mind, they're much more intimidating than they are difficult. I think in my mind, and I think I was swapping that, so I'm gonna give it a 4.
I think
with
I think
Christopher.
I agree with that
It's a 4.
actually. I think I agree with that actually. Now that I think about it,
Enough.
yes. Intimidation though,
It
that's a 5.
Intimidation's a 5 easily. These things are scary and they are ugly, which adds to intimidation.
This is a 5, easily a 5.
Okay.
100%.
100%. This is a 5 for intimidation. Design, I'm giving it the same. Still, I'm giving it 1 more than the dwarf bull bear, which is a 2. It's ugly. You're right, Angel. It is ugly. I will be giving it a 2 for design.
What did I gave the dwarf bull bear
A 1.
a 1. Yeah,
Yeah.
so since it is the original, it gets that point. So 2. It is.
Yeah.
Again, it's just an ugly creature.
Mhm. Chris.
It's
like that.
Based on my mother could live.
Gets a. I'm gonna agree. It gets a 2.
Nice. We are all in agreement with this guy, but we aren't going to be with personal preference. I'm giving this a 7 for personal preference. I love this guy. He's ugly, but I love this guy. Riley?
Personal preference, I like it more than. I definitely like it more than the dwarf bull bears. I think the dwarf bull bears look infinitely more uglier than the actual bull bear. So I'm gonna give this a 4.
That's fair. Chris?
This gets a 6 for me, Chief.
Nice.
Amount of times that I've been jump scared by this fucker. This gets a 6.
Opening general chat because I see someone. Oh, that's so. You guys should do that actually. The people in this call. If you want to open the VC general chat and make your own rankings while we're doing this, that'd be cute. I think.
That
Oh,
would be
the-
very neat.
The VC
Like
general chat.
it doesn't have any effect on the stream, but that's where you can vent your frustrations.
You
It
could
is
do that.
creepy.
That would be cool to do.
You could also go to youtube.com/eb15 and do it there.
Oh, he's telling me 6 is the average, and I already figured that out.
Good job, Cooper. Thanks. Thanks for
I
doing
wasn't ranking it. I was just getting the average.
Well, you should.
I legitimately do not know anything about Pikmin.
Well,
That-
It's okay,
that's
me
fair.
neither.
That's fair.
I'm just silently judging them.
I've seen all the enemies. I've watched the speedrun it 2 times,
Yeah,
but I know nothing of Pikmin.
I used to watch Zach Scott games play Pikmin, so I know at least
that's a name
somewhat.
I haven't heard in a while.
Dude,
Zach Scott games.
Zach Scott game.
Jeez.
Zach Scott games. Difficulty.
Shout out to his Plants vs Zombie 2
Oh my god.
playthrough.
things
That's longer
barely
than One
work there.
Piece. It's literally longer than One Piece.
Dude, that is.
Okay, let's get back to Pikmin.
Peak media right there, actually.
So difficulty, difficulty we have a 16. Intimidation, we have our first perfect score of 20.
That-
Um,
that's that's fitting.
that is fitting.
This thing's scary. It patrols. It kills. That's
Design,
fine.
we have an 8.
This thing is scary.
Ugly bitch.
And for personal preference, it gets a 23.
I think this gets A.
I think this one gets A too. 16 plus 20.
It's gonna be 1 point away from A. It's gonna be top. Of the
Plus 4.
That would be
plus-
funny.
Plus 8.
It's gonna stick in the
Plus-
bulborb tier. With all the other adult bulborbs.
It gets a 67. Wait,
Oh?
really? Yeah,
Well,
I
that's a
think-
67.
cheeseburger.
That is less
Yeah.
than the orange one.
I think what it boiled down to is personal preference.
It's ugly.
It's ugly.
Yeah, I think it boiled down to design.
It's ugly. It's ugly.
Ugly.
Yeah.
I think that. I think it-
We have still yet to claim an A or S tier spot, so
We have still we have still yet to finish the Bulborbs.
that's completely fair.
Because right
Wait,
now
is this all enemy?
there are
Is this all
so
enemy
many
to
of them.
bosses too?
this is
What's
all
up?
this is all enemies, including bosses.
Okay.
Next,
Oh my Christ, that's a lot of them.
next we have
Oh,
the
this isn't even all of them. This isn't even all of them.
yeah
three
yeah
different
we
ones.
have we have this one,
We have
and
those.
this one and this
We
one.
have that one. So there's still more.
There's still more. Now we have this guy, the Frosty, the dwarf Frosty Bulborb.
He's cute. I think he gets cuteness points out of everything because he's
He looks
just a nice little snow guy.
He is a nice
It
little
looks like
snow
a-
guy.
He looks like a blue acorn.
Difficulty, I would give that. Difficulty, what would I give him? I guess only being able to kill him with ice Pikmin definitely
Yeah.
ups it.
Elemental
Yeah.
elemental Bulborb.
Actually, you can kill it with other Pikmin, but you need to throw a fire starter at it first.
You can light that fucker on fire.
Bomb it.
I mean, you could also bomb it. That is true. But
But
wha-
that
but
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 that is a poor use of your
that,
bomb
that is
rocks.
a poor use of your bomb rocks.
God damn it. Are bombs not useful in Pikmin or some shit?
No,
Oh,
they
they are
are.
very useful. It's
They
just
are
it's
very
just
useful.
it's
You
just
don't want to be using them on overworld
Don't
enemies
waste
like
them
that.
on common enemies.
yeah. Don't waste it on the little guys.
Bombs.
I will give it a 2 on difficulty. I don't think it's as difficult as I think it's just as much as the dwarf orange, and it's not as difficult as the dwarf bull bear, because the dwarf bull bear I tend to lose more Pikmin to it. And
Can you
Hmm?
haven't encountered this enemy yet in my Pikmin 4
Mhm.
playthrough? Can you one-shot it with Ice Pikmin? Like all the
Yes.
other dwarf ones?
yes, you can.
Okay, so
Actually, Pikmin 4 changed a lot of things. You only the regular dwarf Bulborb now you could one shot with one Pikmin. In Pikmin 4. I don't know. Chris. I don't know if I don't know if you realized that, but I definitely did. I don't know if you noticed that. The orange the orange dwarf and the dwarf bull bear are no longer get one shot by just throwing a Pikmin on it.
Hmm.
I disagree with that call.
No, that's not a call. That is a fact.
I know. I disagree with that change. That shouldn't be a change.
Yeah, yeah.
like
I disagree with it too, but I'm just saying.
getting them to. Okay, so what do we start with? What do we always start with? Difficulty.
Difficulty, I gave it a
Um,
2
Difficulty, yeah.
because of the elemental, and you could only use ice
using-
Pikmin on it. I think it's one more difficulty higher than the
Or
regular
having
than
to
the regular
use-
Bulborb.
Having to use that utility of the fire start to
Yeah.
attack it with normal.
And the
Pikmin,
and
but
the fire
that's the
starter
thing.
is only in certain areas. It's not like an item you could get. It's
Yeah.
it's like a thing you have to find in the overworld, and
Yeah,
it's not always available.
So, having to use that limited utility on something
Yeah.
like that's
Yeah.
just not worth it. So you have to use the ice Pikmin really.
Yeah.
I
Except
think I
in the cave where you could only bring fire Pikmin, and these are in it. You can only
that's hilarious.
yeah. You can only bring red Pikmin in a cave where these are in.
That's hilarious, actually. I give this a 2
It's a
as
2.
well. I agree with that.
Yeah.
Agree with the 2.
I agree
I
with this
think-
as well. This gets a 2.
Yeah, there's a frosty cave that you can only bring fire Pikmin in it, and it is the oven.
Oh,
The oven is frosty for some reason.
it's just gone cold. Yeah. So intimidation.
I think it's 1. I think it's
Yeah.
it doesn't intimidate me because it's still a dwarf Bulborb.
Yeah, and it's also really freaking cute. Like I'm not gonna see that and go, oh, no, I'm scared of that. I'm gonna be like, oh, that thing's cute.
Yeah.
So yeah, I agree with them. I might even give it a 0 here.
I'm not giving it a
because-
0 because the elementals is still a little intimidating to me.
Yeah, that's true.
Because
I guess,
because
yeah.
anything that has elemental, I'm like, oh, that I need to immediately
I need to have-
make necessary.
I need to have that Pikmin, or I need to get out of there. Yeah, I think,
Yeah.
yeah, you're
That's-
right about that.
that's
I
a
give the-
1.
I agree with the 1.
Chris?
I agree with the 1 as well. I don't think that this gets a 0.
There goes
Mhm.
Angel. Oh,
Freeze,
he's back.
freeze is a frustrating. It's a frustrating.
Mm-hmm.
It's a frustrating status to deal with.
Yeah. Design,
So, I think
I
it's a
like
1.
it. I like the design.
Design, yeah, I'm gonna give this a solid.
I like how its nose is red, and
Yeah, it's so cute.
Oh, its
Look at
nose is
this-
red. It
look
has
at
the
this
little
little-
sniffles.
yeah, it has little sniffles.
So
Aw,
cute. Look at this
I'm
little
giving it a
whimsical
3.
creature.
Oh, that is the
Uh,
wrong one that I clicked. I clicked the Spotty Bull Bear instead.
Oh.
Okay, so I'm giving it a 3. Because I like it.
Yeah, I agree. I agree with the 3. I think
Okay.
there's definitely some better designs that are
Mhm.
more deserving of 4 and 5, but
Yeah.
I think 3's really good for this little guy.
Mm-hmm.
I also think this gets a 3, even if it is an enemy that's just small.
Yeah.
I think that this gets a 3.
I actually think I might like the dwarf design better. I like the smaller better for this one. I don't know.
Yeah, looking at the difference, I think I might agree, but
Yeah.
we'll get there.
We'll get there.
We'll get there. We'll put him right there because he's up next.
Yeah.
He's on the chopping block. The council will decide his fate next. All right.
Yeah.
Personal preference.
I'm gonna keep it at 5 for this guy.
Yeah. 5, very indifferent.
That's fair. Chris?
I think it.
This gets a 6.
Oh.
Okay.
This gets a 6 for design. That is all.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. That's
That's
fine.
fair.
I'll agree with that. She's a cute little guy.
So they get an
That's a good design.
8 for difficulty,
This is okay. This
420
is so funny.
for intimidation. What?
While he's calculating this, I'm just trying to explain to a friend of my sister's who came over. Pikmin. He's heard of Pikmin. He plays Olimar in Smash occasionally, but he's never played a Pikmin game. So I had to explain it to him how it's masked in all this cuteness, but then you play the games and you go through the horrors of war.
Yeah, that is true.
And he was like, "Wow, okay, well, that's interesting." I'm like, "Yeah, it's awesome."
The Frosty Bulborb got a 45. Dwarf Frosty Bulborb got a 45. That is a C
45?
tier. 45. That is a C tier.
C for cold little guy.
My man's going in C tier. I'm double checking. He's above the He's above this guy.
He's
But
just a cold
he's
little
he's
guy.
not above the Dwarf Bull Bear. He's right there.
That's fair. Look
That's
at him.
fair.
Now we have this guy. So I
Does
don't know
he got,
about.
like,
So this is
I'm trying to
the
look at the picture here.
this is the fiery Bulblacks, but harder. Because fiery Bulblacks uses red Pikmin who have the 1.5 damage increase. This is
Mhm.
ice Pikmin. Ice Pikmin are not very good fighters.
No, they're not. 100%.
They're kind of awesome.
So difficulty I would say is pretty high for this one. Because you can't freeze them. And the fire starter because they're already frosty, you can't freeze them. And the fire starter is actually probably the best way to deal with these guys, so you could attack them with any type of Pikmin. I think it's a 4 for the regular Frosty Bulborb in difficulty. I think it's
Yeah,
I think it's at the
because-
I think it's at the same level as the Bull Bear.
I
I
think.
agree. This
Mm-hmm.
is fiery Bulblax, but harder. This
Yeah.
gets a 4.
Yeah.
Yeah. With that information that's been brought to the council, I
Yeah.
100% agree. Because, again, like you stated, ice Pikmin are just not good fighters.
Yeah.
So, unless you have the fire star, you're stuck with
They're over.
trying to fight this thing with.
Ice Pikmin are overpowered because they are the Pikmin 4 variant of the Ultra Bitter Spray from 2.
Uh-huh.
And then it's broken. But when you can't freeze something like this, it's not a good.
No.
They're not good fighters.
Yeah.
For that, I think that they still don't.
That's why. That's
Yeah.
why the ice Pikmin are good in combat because they
Yeah.
can freeze. And
Yes.
since you can't do that
Yes.
to this enemy, they lose like all their combat potential
Yes.
essentially.
Yeah. I almost
So, yeah.
They're
every
not
time
good
I fight this
fighters
thing.
Unless
Continue.
Pikmin are not good fighters unless you have an absurd amount of them.
Yeah. I almost always lose a Pikmin when I fight this thing.
Yeah.
So
I'll
that's
probably
why I
This
put it
gets
at 4. For intimidation, I still don't think it's that intimidating because it still falls asleep, and it's not like the orange bulborb where it wakes up easier. And it is elemental though, so that does kind of. But I'm not that intimidated by it. I'm gonna give it a 2.
I think it's got a cute little button nose. I give it a 2.
I'm also gonna give this a 2.
Nice. It is difficult, but it doesn't seem difficult when you first see it.
Hmm. I totally get that vibe from it.
Mm-hmm. Design. I think it's. I'm gonna give it a 2, which is less than the dwarf one because it's no longer my small little guy. It's
It's no longer a small little guy. I see what you're saying with that. I'm still gonna give it the same. I'm gonna give it a 3. I gave it a 3, right?
yeah. You give it a 3.
Yeah, I'm gonna still give it the same. I still think it's cute. I really like the ice vibe. I like its little button nose. I think it looks really good.
Mhm.
But again, there are better designs in this list.
Mm-hmm. Chris.
I'm gonna give this a. This is a little weird, but I'm gonna give this a 4.
Oh,
All right.
that's
Cool.
Design.
Oh,
'Cause this is
fair.
honestly, this is more effort than I thought that. This is more effort than what I would have put into.
Yeah.
Ice type bulborb.
yeah.
Like the next one we're gonna do. I really like it.
I would have.
Which is this guy.
I would have.
This guy's
I
next.
would've-
I'll just
well,
write it right
Uh,
there. Yeah,
I absolutely would have just made a regular bulborb. It's just blue.
yeah, I guess that's fair.
Yeah.
Like that's. I like the attention to detail, so
Yeah,
this
that's
gets a
fair.
4.
That's fair.
I'm
I'm gonna bump mine up to 3 for that reason.
I'm not bumping mine up. I think you brought a good point, but I think
Well, yeah.
my score was.
I just
pretty-
I just understood the error of my 2.
No, then and I completely understand that as well. So
I'm gonna, for personal preference, I'm gonna give it a 6.
six is a good one, honestly. 6 is
Okay.
good. I think. Yeah, I think I agree with that 6. I think I agree
Mhm.
with the 6.
Chris.
Also, I agree with that 6. I
Okay.
think that this gets
A
the
solid
same as
6
the
across the board. That's nice.
dwarf version.
This one's gonna be in the B tier.
It's either
Easily.
it's easily in the B tier. Yeah.
It's easily in the B tier.
16 out of 20 for difficulty, which is fair because this thing was harder than I thought it was gonna be. 8 for
B
intimidation.
Bulborb. B for Bulborb.
13 for design.
I'm sorry.
Was I right? Yeah, 13 for design.
Nice.
And then 6s across the board. That's 24. 16,
Okay.
8, 13, 24.
Which brings us to
61.
61.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
I think that is B tier.
Criteria for B tier is 60 to 70, right?
Criteria for B tier is 60, 79.
60 to 79, then it's gonna be 80 to
80 to
90 for A.
94, 80 to 94, and then S
And
is
then-
S is 95 to 100. So only like the best of the best get into S
95,
tier.
95 to 100. Okay, that makes
Yes.
sense. All right, I agree with that. All right, no, that's good. That's good. All right,
Mm-hmm.
we could probably. How many Bulborb enemies do we have left of the Bulborb family?
Bulborb slash Bulblacks, we have
Yeah, yeah,
1,
yeah, yeah.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
6. We could probably, honestly, just finish this line of family
Yeah.
and be good for the stream.
I mean, and then there's one outlier Bulborb that we're gonna ignore.
What?
This guy, wherever he is, this guy is like way down in the Piclopedia.
Oh,
This-
why?
I don't know. So
Okay,
he's gonna be down with the poison guys with this guy.
Okay.
He's gonna be with the slooches.
The slooch. Well,
Oh,
that says
fiery
all for being
bullblacks.
fiery
I
bullblacks.
think this guy had a pretty big glow up from 2, because they like made him look more like melty
Yeah.
than he was in 2.
100%.
Yeah.
100%.
I think he
that's
definitely had a
really
glow
cool.
up from 2.
It also honestly makes him more intimidating. The
You're
fact that he's
also
melting himself.
upgrading from Wii graphics to Switch
Yeah.
graphics.
Yeah,
So there is that.
that is true. For the glow up alone, that gives me respect. He was also
Yeah.
for this guy was also in 2, and this was one of the harder enemies in 2, because you can't
Yeah.
because you
Oh, yeah,
cannot
this thing-
you cannot attack
this
with
thing-
you cannot attack it with purples.
This thing would run your shit if you're not
Yeah.
careful.
Which
Mhm.
like this thing was so terrifying in 2 for me, that during my deathless run of 2, I had to use a bitter spray and a spicy spray for every single one of them. So
Yeah, like these things are.
this guy's
They
also
will
in
rock-
the this guy's
they will
also
rock
in
your
the
world if they.
he's
if you're
in
not careful.
he's in the first floor of the submerged castle.
Of Engulfed Castle. He's on the first floor.
And
I was like, that's awful.
he's in the first
is the
floor of both
worst
of them,
thing.
the submerged castle and the engulfed castle.
Yeah.
So, and he's required because they both have a treasure in them. So,
Yeah.
Or you
that's-
can just have the water wraith run it over, which was what happened to me.
in Pikmin 2, the water wraith does not show up on the first floor. So you have to kill this thing with your blizz in Pikmin 2. So
That's awful.
I'm gonna give
So-
this one out. This one at least has a 4 for difficulty. I might even go up to 5.
I think.
I think in Pikmin 4, it definitely I like its design better in Pikmin 4, but it's definitely easier in Pikmin 4
Mhm.
because of the
And
dog.
then because of dog,
Yeah.
and of course you can use like the dog. Yeah,
Yeah,
I
the
agree
dog.
I agree with the 4. I agree with the 4 there.
Because of
Yeah,
It's
because
it would
of
definitely be a
dog and-
5 in difficulty if we did
Yeah.
not have the dog.
yeah. I guess
Because of
I guess it's
dog
also a
and
down for the Frosty. Is the dog, but still. I didn't
because
get.
of dog
Mhm.
and
Con-
because of dog and because of ultra spicy spray being super available in, or I'm gonna give this a 4 as well.
Yep.
Not quite a 5, but
Not quite a
close.
5.
Very close.
The reason I think the Frosty one is so difficult is because I didn't get the dog and anti-freeze one for a while in my save file, so I couldn't use dog against it. So intimidation.
I immediately made my dog immune to all forms of
Yeah,
elemental attacks because I was like, that's really good.
yeah. Intimidation. I think this thing is very intimidating. Look at its
100%.
look at its melty
It-
face.
Yeah, it's melting. It's like you fight it in an area that you fight it in mostly areas that you don't even have access to fire resistant min.
Min. Yeah,
Min
there's a lot of areas where you don't have red Pikmin available.
Yeah, like this thing is scary.
I'm gonna give it a 4.
This thing easily gets a 5 for me.
Oh,
It
nice.
has melting face. It's on fire. That immediately is. If I
I
see
feel
an
I can
item
see that.
that is immediately on fire and is just alive, that
Mhm.
immediately is a 5.
That's fair.
It's given. Yeah, no, I'm stuck between. I think since I'm stuck between a 4 and a 5, I'm gonna go with a 4. 'Cause I think if it
Okay.
was a 5, I'd be like, oh, it's a 5.
Yeah,
You know.
that's fair.
So I'm gonna go with the 4 on
hmm
intimidation.
For design, I really like its design.
100% agree with that. Like this is the glow up it received in Pikmin 4
Yeah.
is insane.
I like how they changed its back, so that because in Pikmin 2 it was just like smooth, but they made its
Uh-huh.
back rough because it's on fire, and I like
Yeah.
that. I'm gonna give it
It looks-
I'll give it a 3 on design. No, I'll give it a 4. I'll give it a 4 on design.
Yeah,
I
I was
like
about
it.
to say I was gonna give it a 4, so I 100% agree with the 4
Yeah.
there.
It's a 4.
Yep. I think we're gonna have our first
Well,
A tier, boys.
I think this is gonna be our first A. Yeah, I think this is gonna be our first A tier.
This this gets a 4 because just like
Yeah.
again, this is more effort than I would put into being like,
Yeah.
tell me a fireball more.
Especially for an enemy that already existed.
Yeah.
Like they had that asset. They could have just been good with it, but no, they made it better. So
Yeah.
100% a 4.
For personal preference, I'm gonna give this thing a 7. I really like this thing.
Honestly, yeah, okay. What did I can we go back in the tapes? What did I give the normal Bulborb?
The
What
normal
did I give the
Bulborb an
Bulborb?
8.
Okay, yeah, I'm okay with a 7 there then as well.
Yes. It's not as iconic, but I really like its design and
But
it's
yeah,
good.
100%. The Bulborb only beats it with iconic points in my eyes.
Yes.
So
This gets an 8 from me.
Mhm.
So I ranked iconic Bulborb so high.
Yeah, you ranked it a 9. Yes.
as you should honestly. As
Yeah.
you should.
So we all ranked it 1 less than the regular Bulborb, which is fair. So
The Bulborb is just so cool.
yeah, it's very iconic, and
It's
I think
insanely
that's what it gets. And also the smash stage that makes it smash stage goes hard.
100%.
Okay.
We have 2 other at the top of my head that I can think of, 2 other enemies in this list that appear in a stage or as an assist trophy.
Yes, there's the
Smash.
the burrowing Snagrit and the peckish aristocrat.
Yeah, because yep. So I don't think there's anyone else.
Yeah, I don't think there's any other one.
All the rest of them are spirits if they're in the game. So
Yeah, like the Prague, like the first spirit you get in.
That, I
Light.
always felt kind of bad about that because that made it such a weak spirit, and in
Yeah.
the game it's like really intimidating.
In
but
the game it is
we'll
in the
save
game
that.
in the game it is it's one of the most intimidating enemies in my opinion.
Exactly, like it's terrifying.
It's one
but
of the most
we'll get to there.
intimidating.
Get to there.
It's honestly it's one of the scariest.
Yeah, it is one of the especially in 4 because especially in 4.
I heard there's a nighttime mission where there's 2 of them.
There are a couple of nighttime missions where there are 2 of them, correct.
That's insane.
So, we got a 78,
Wow.
which I don't know about you guys, but I accidentally deleted my list. Let's fix that. I accidentally deleted the tab from my list. I think that's pretty low actually. That's lower than I thought it was gonna be.
100%.
Cause that's not an A.
I was
Really?
so ready to give this the A tier as well.
Yeah.
Honestly, I'm shocked that this isn't A.
I think we should give it A just on principle then, because we all agree that it should be A.
We all agree that it should
Honestly,
be
yeah,
A.
I
Just boost it.
disagree with the numbers on this one.
I mean,
Yeah,
I
boost
could
it.
I mean we could add like one more thing to end. Any of us could add one more thing aside from Christopher Cant and Intimidation. If either of us get Riley, if either of us give it one more in Intimidation, it'll get an A tier.
Since I was on the fence, I'll give it the extra point.
Because yeah, that'll also bump the average up to a 5. So it is now an 80, which is the lowest on A tier, but it's still an A tier. Lowest it could
Yeah.
possibly be on A tier, but it's still
I
an
think
A
I
tier.
think it was always going to be that way. It was going
Yeah.
to be one of the lower A's, but it still is deserving of A.
Yeah,
So I'm okay with that.
that's fair.
I'm
Oh,
okay with that. I'm down with that.
next we have one of the guy that I don't know why it exists. The Pikmin 3 Bulborb. I think the only Bulborb added in Pikmin 3.
Yep.
Where is he?
Where is he?
There he is.
Where?
The whip tongue Bulborb.
I I have opinions on this guy, so I'm gonna
Oh yeah,
like
it is in 3. Okay.
get it in
It-
three.
Like for some reason, my brain registered that said it was originated in Pikmin 4, and I know that's incorrect.
Yeah, it's 3.
I like this guy. If I'm gonna be completely honest, I love this guy.
I do love this. I do like this guy, but I'm confused why he exists.
Let's go through the list here. We got difficulty.
Difficulty. I think
It-
this thing is always awake, which is always for Bulborb
Which
is always a
For
step up
Bulborb,
in
that's
difficulty.
terrifying.
It's always
Yeah.
a step up in difficulty. But it can't kill as much Pikmin at once.
No, it can only
The
grab
amount
like
of
two.
Pikmin
It
that
can only
this
grab
thing-
one or two Pikmin. At
It
a
can
time.
only grab 1 or 2 Pikmin at a time, but it has range.
It do have that range though.
It does have range, which is terrifying.
which saying that for a Bulborb is insane.
I think it's a 3 personally.
For difficulty,
Yes.
I can agree with that 3. I can agree with that 3.
Because
Difficulty, I'm gonna. This is a hot take. I'm gonna give it a 2. It
No,
can only
that's-
kill one or can only kill 1 or 2 Pikmin at a time, and by the time that I am encountering this thing, I have enough ultra spicy spray to be like,
yeah,
In
that makes
Pikmin
sense.
4, okay, I'm thinking about this in terms of Pikmin 3, if I'm going to be
fair.
completely honest. In Pikmin 4, this thing is an absolute joke, I imagine, because you not only have like an
Yeah.
infinite amount of access to Ultra Spicy Spray,
Honestly,
but you,
you
also
don't.
have the dog. You also just have the dog.
I was gonna say you don't even need ultra spicy spray in Pikmin 4. You could just rush at that thing with dog and it melts. So
Yeah, exactly. And it is much more of an intimidating
Depends what
enemy
was.
in a
Yeah.
much more difficult enemy in Pikmin 3.
yeah,
Where
which
it
which
originates.
which is why it gets buffed up for me. Because
Yeah.
because it has the Pikmin 3 to
Mhm.
just
And also, I have a personal preference for
I have
Pikmin
not-
3, so
yeah.
I have not played enough Pikmin 3 to encounter this thing,
Yes.
so that's why it's 2.
That's fair. That's fair.
Yeah.
Yeah, Pikmin 3 is the one you've played the least of.
Yes.
I've played the least of Pikmin 1. So
I've played the
completed
least.
1 and
I've
2.
played the least of Pikmin 1 as well.
actually there's only one Pikmin 1 exclusive enemy and I have never thought it. So
Felix!
Uh,
I've watched multiple videos on Pikmin 1. I have never personally played it.
Yeah.
I know for a fact that Gulix is a joke. So
Gulix is a joke anyway. So which is Gulix is the last thing we're ranking because it's the only Pikmin 1 exclusive one.
Yippee!
100%. I have 100% in both Pikmin 1 and 2. I am most of the way through 3.
Mhm.
Um,
I
or
have
I am most of the way through 4, excuse me. And
I-
I have completed the first area on 3.
I have
First
100%ed every Pikmin game except I am 3% away on 4 because I am doing side missions to get that purple onion.
That's fair.
Because there's a thing that you need 100 purple Pikmin to get something, and so I need to get that purple onion.
Just like the Doomsday Apparatus.
The Doomsday Apparatus.
Anyway, we've got
Wait a minute.
yeah, difficulty. What was the numbers
Tim,
there?
332, and then the average would be 3.
332. Okay. Yeah. So
Again,
Mhm.
could be that guy, but you don't actually need the purple onion for that.
Yeah, but the dog only does 11. No, 100. I mean, the dog only does 100. You still need
No, but you don't. Hold on. Wait. Oh, but the candy pop buds, they
Yeah, I know.
respawn. Remember?
Yeah, I know. There's none in the overworld though.
Could just
And that's also
no,
very
but
grindy. And I don't want to and I don't want to lose Pikmin to gain Pikmin. But there are wild Pikmin in this game. I forgot about that. I'd rather just get the purple onion, honestly.
Intimidation.
Um.
I think I'm not.
The
On
tongue.
first
The
glance-
tongue does intimidate me.
The tongue doesn't
yeah, it's a
intimidate me.
2.
I'd give it a
Um,
2.
Give it a 2.
Again, like even in, if you manage your movement, you get. Oh my gosh! In Pikmin 3, you get that dodge roll pretty
Yeah.
early on as well. So that makes.
It's
that
not
makes this,
hard. It's just intimidating. It's just the tongue is intimidating.
It's just the
and
range.
So it's
it's
2.
just the range on that guy.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think I 100% agree with the 2.
Yeah. Pikmin. I honestly forgot Pikmin 3 had that dodge roll because I never use it.
Oh, it's so useful.
It's broken. It's just I never use it.
It's like the early works of the dog.
Yeah.
They saw that. And was
design
like,
for
okay,
the
but
whip
what if it was
tongue?
a dog?
It's it gives off like anteater vibes. I think that's what it's supposed to do.
Yeah, and I love that. I think it looks really cool. I love its color scheme. I love the
Yeah.
I love the
The gradient
the
into the black.
gradient.
Yeah, the gradient into the
Design.
mouth.
This gets a.
This is one of
Gets
the
a 3.
this
That's
is
fair.
one of the better
Not
designed
quite a 4.
like
but this gets a
this is one of the better designed just like smaller enemies in my
Yeah.
opinion. I think
Yeah.
I'm gonna give it a 4.
I agree with the 4.
Chris gave it a 3, which is fair. I could fully
Yeah, I
understand
give it
that.
a 3.
Yeah.
I could fully understand that.
Not quite a 4, but a 3.
Personal preference, I think I'm gonna give this one a 7 as well. I really like this guy.
I do too. I love this guy so much. Like I'm gonna rank it the same with the Bulborb, honestly. Like
8. You're gonna give it an
it
8.
had I'm gonna give it an 8 because I just it gains it doesn't have iconic points, but it gains goofy points
That's
for
fair.
being for that long tongue and the snout that it has.
Chris.
What was that
It's a
growl?
five.
It
Was
just
that an
growled at us.
was that an angel growl?
I think Angel just growled at us.
Okay, thanks for that, Gregory.
Appreciate that.
This gets
Anyway.
a 5.
Yeah.
This gets a 5. It's not my favorite thing in the
Mhm.
world, but I'm not like I don't.
You
hate it.
don't hate it, so five is
And
completely fair.
I don't
I'm
feel like doing
completely
math
fair.
anymore, so we're just gonna ask Cooper. Cooper, average between 7, 8, and 5.
Go calculator, go.
6 and a third.
So 6 for
Yep.
rounding. Got it.
There are jury.
Um,
Jury's still out. Sorry, in the other tab. That's fair.
I actually just did the math, and it is 6 2/3 actually, Gregory.
No, it would be 6 and a third because it's 20 divided by 3.
Yeah, that's 6 2/3.
It's in 2/3.
Oh, you're right. You're right.
Yeah, they are correct.
So it's 7. So
Two
it's
of them
7.
are above 6.
7.
Regardless, it's 6, right?
We'll be rounding up because
Yeah,
it's
we'd
2/3.
be
Yeah, you'd be
rounding up.
rounding up.
So
So
it's
it's
7.
Yes. So the difficulty, we get the 12-11 for difficulty. We get the 8 for intimidation. For design, we have 15. And for personal preference, we have 27. 27. 7 times 4
This will
minus
be
1.
high B tier.
Yeah, this is gonna be a high
This will
B tier.
be. I think this will be.
So our calculators in the audience, 11 plus 4 plus 15 plus 27.
Say it again.
11 plus 4 plus 15 plus 27.
87, I think.
For
Double check. Say it again.
11 plus 4 plus 15 plus 27
Yes.
Yeah.
is 57.
Okay.
30, because 15, 15, 27. 30 plus 27 is 57.
Wait, sorry, yeah, 27. I don't know why I heard 57 for
Oh,
some reason.
yeah, definitely not that high.
Yeah, that was 87 was insane.
So 57 is what it got.
Yes.
That would be a high C. Yes.
High C. Okay.
I think it's the highest on C tier. What's the
You-
orange
you
bull
B
board?
tier?
B C tier. It's C tier.
Yeah.
The highest on C tier. It's tied with the jumbo.
Okay.
I think do we want to
I'm
do
okay
do we
with-
want to do a vote for which one's higher?
I'm okay with I'm okay with our funny little guy being in front of it.
I think Whip Tongue's in front of it.
Yeah, I think
I
I'm
am
okay with
indifferent. So.
Yeah.
I'm indifferent.
So
That's
2
fair.
out of 3. 2 out of 3 votes.
Guys, we have come up to one of my least favorite. We've come up to something that's gonna get a 0 in personal preference from me.
Get it out of here. Put it F tier right away. Just put it F tier right away.
Difficulty.
Zeros across
How can
the
you-
board.
How can you even call yourself a bullboard?
Zeros across the board.
I'm giving it a 1 in difficulty, and that's it.
Um,
Other than that, it's 0.
100%.
Zeros.
You're not even giving it a 1 in difficulty.
I'm not even giving it a 1.
Okay. So that means this thing gets a rating of 3. If Riley agrees with me with the difficulty.
Yeah, I a 1. 1, but then literally everything else is a 0. This thing doesn't deserve
This thing gets
anything.
a grand total of 3.
3. Where'd the
This
third
thing
one?
The
doesn't
other one's
deserve
fun.
life.
From the average. Because we both chose 1. I have to put them all in now. It is the larva. It is the bulborb larva. and I hate this thing with a passion.
100%. It's just it does not deserve. It doesn't deserve basic rights. Honestly, it shouldn't be able to vote.
I
my
mean, it is
opinion.
a child.
Good. Squash it.
That's what you do.
Exactly.
I also don't think it's that difficult at all because you could beat it in 1 hit with a captain.
Exactly.
But it can kill Pikmin though, so that's why I have it at a 1. But it's
Because there are some enemies in this.
because they do
list.
come at you in very large numbers.
Mhm.
Oh, I need to refresh everything because I just changed all of the Whipton Bullboard stats instead of.
There are a few enemies in this. Is there a few, or is it only the one?
Only that what for what?
For enemies that can't kill Pikmin, like in the slightest.
There are a
There's quite a
few
few.
on this list.
I thought so.
There's
I thought there
we got the
was.
female sheer grub, we got the Mamuta,
Yeah.
the Walpole, Skitterleaf.
Oh, the
Snitch
wall
bug.
pole. I forgot about the wall pole. God. Don't even get me started.
Snitch
Sorry,
bug.
we can't start this.
Let's get this guy at the bottom of F immediately. That's where
Yeah.
where it will stay forever.
Forever. It should get its own tier.
I think there's
No, it shouldn't even. It shouldn't even actually. I redact that statement. It shouldn't. It doesn't deserve it.
there's one thing that I might place lower than it.
Really?
because I don't like it at all, and it doesn't kill Pikmin. And that is the skitter leaf. I I wish it wasn't in the game because it doesn't do anything. So let's move on to the next one, which will get a vastly different rating. This guy, the Empress Bulblax.
Empress All Blacks. Alright. MILF alert. Hubba hubba. Alright.
No.
No.
That's funny.
Difficulty, I'd give it a 3, 2 or 3. This is our first boss of the list.
Yeah.
So we can't base this on regular enemies. We got to base it
Thank you.
on how hard
Thank
it
you.
is
Thank
compared
you,
to
Cooper.
other
Thank you,
bosses.
Cooper.
Cooper. Why are you two like this?
It's awesome. What do you mean?
Okay.
Alright.
For difficult,
Anyway.
we have to rank it among the bosses. And and among the bosses, I think this is one of the easier ones.
Because it just rolls back and forth, and you can kill it fast enough where it
Actually,
doesn't even...
I'll give it a 3 compared to other bosses. Because
There
I agree
are
with you.
some
This is
there
a
are some
3.
bosses that are easier, but like
it spawns the Bulborb larvas at mass, and that is why I hate the Bulborb larvas, because every time you fight this thing there are so many of them.
in my Pikmin 4, the first time fighting the Empress Bulblax, I was able to kill it fast enough where it didn't even spawn any larva.
Because there's no larva in that one, in that fight, in the first
Shut
fight.
up. Shut up.
In the second fight, it spawns larva, and you can't kill it. You literally can't kill it so fast it doesn't spawn larva. And in the
Okay,
second
well-
one, in the third fight, when it hits the wall, it drops rocks from the sky. In
Oh, yeah, because
both
it does
games,
that
in both games.
Yeah, it does do that. I forgot about that. And that's kind of treacherous.
That's why I give it a
So-
3.
Give it a 3.
I give it a 3.
Yeah, I
A
was
3 as
going
well.
to I was going to agree with the 3 anyway, but
Yeah.
you've thoroughly convinced me now. So
This is
Yeah.
a 3.
Also, except for the final one, you could one cycle this thing pretty easily in 4.
Right.
If you get especially the first instance, if you get a spicy spray
and
dog
hold it.
rush. Spicy spray dog rush at it, it melts. So just intimidation compared to other bosses, this is a 0 for me.
oh, we got a chatter. We got Granite in the chat right now. Welcome on in, Granite.
Granite.
He's
If you don't want spoilers, then leave.
then leave. Get out of here. You knew exactly what we were doing.
Yeah. Okay, now that we got that
where
over
were
with,
we?
where were we? Intimidation compared to other bosses, 0.
Yeah,
Compared to other
I-
bosses, 0.
compared to other bosses,
Maybe a 1.
0.
Maybe a 1, but this thing does not intimidate me in the slightest.
No, I see this
And
and
there-
I'm like, oh, it's the Empress Blacks. I can deal with this.
Granted, this is live streams don't need to be family friendly.
You know, go watch Nick A30.
Go watch Minecraft YouTubers.
All right.
Design, I hate this. This is a 0 from me. I don't like its design, especially compared to other
MILF alert.
especially compared to other bosses. I don't like its design.
No,
Compared to other bosses, the design is a 1.
I'm giving it
compared
a
to other
0.
Compared to other bosses, I agree with Christopher on the 1 here. I don't want to rank it too high because I think it's got like a smidge of charm because I like calling it a MILF, ironically. So,
Yeah, I don't. I think this. I just think it looks stupid.
and that's completely valid.
Which is why I
You're
put
the
it at a
king,
0.
I'm the king. Alright,
Personal
that's fine.
personal
You're just gonna-
preference.
I agree with Riley. Ironically, yeah. Okay, Cooper. Okay, Cooper. You can keep saying that.
You keep saying that. Yeah, I'm gonna get compared to other bosses for personal preference. It's a 3.
Personal preference. I'm very mid ground. I'm gonna give it a 4.
Okay.
Compared to other bosses, this is the 3.
Mm-hmm.
There are other bosses that I like
Well-
more than this.
Well, too bad, Granite. You're not going to add input because we have 3 other people in this call who do not play Pikmin who are not adding any input. So you do not get that luxury. I'm afraid.
Granite is also not in this server. if I'm
Granite
correct.
is also not in this server
That is
and will
correct.
not be
Will not be for the near future.
for the near future.
Maybe
did make the cut,
maybe
so that's
maybe
good.
eventually, but not for the near future.
Maybe eventually, but not this semester. You'll have to send in your application later. All right.
It's a lengthy process.
So true.
so true, Gregory.
Where were we?
Okay.
It's not mean.
We were done. We were done with the Empress Bull
It
Blacks.
is gatekeeping.
done.
You're right about that. We are completely gatekeeping.
Yes. We are done with the Empress Bull Blacks. It gets a 12 in difficulty, a 0 in intimidation,
Appreciate that.
a 3 in
Thank you,
design. So, granted. Gregory, are you gonna
Oh,
put your input on what Granite just said in the chat? He said
Are you even looking at-
he
are you
said
even looking at-
he said, and I quote, "Ah, hell nah, Greg's there."
What the heck does that mean?
It means you're here, and that
And
deteriorates him.
that means he doesn't want to be here because you're here. So Empress
getting
Bull Blacks.
Drama
Drama,
alert.
drama.
I didn't know we'd have drama in this stream. Oopsie.
The Empress Bull Blacks gets a 28.
28, which is still an F, right?
No, F ends at
That's a D?
19. It's a D.
Oh, F. It's a D. Okay. That's fair for what the Empress Bowl Act is.
Yeah, obviously we're comparing it to other bosses, so this might be a bit higher in the intimidation factor if we're comparing it to everything, but bosses, no.
Yeah. Bosses need to stick with bosses. Enemies need to stick with enemies.
Yes. Next we have Riley's favorite enemy. Riley's favorite boss.
The Emperor Bull Blacks. All right. Here's the thing. My first time. I have never made it to the end of Pikmin 2. So I've never.
The end of Pikmin 2?
Not Pikmin 2.
One.
Pikmin 1. Sorry.
Yes.
Pikmin 1. Sorry.
Yes.
I've never had to just fight the Emperor Bull
I'm
Blacks.
telling you right now, I don't consider the boss at the end of 1 to be the Emperor Bull Blacks. The boss at the end of 1 is the one we're having next, the Sovereign Bull Blacks, in my opinion.
Okay. Well, anyway, my first experience with this category of enemy was when there was 2 of them in a tight cavern, and I wasn't quite sure how to deal with them. So I lost like 50 Pikmin because of it. And this was early game Pikmin 4, so that was quite devastating.
You haven't done this in Pikmin 2? Have you played Pikmin 2?
I haven't played much Pikmin 2. I've played more than Pikmin 1 because I haven't played Pikmin 1.
So, the Emperor Bull Blacks in Pikmin 1 is a 0 in difficulty. The Emperor Bull Blacks in Pikmin 4 is closer to a 3. Well, not a 3. It's closer to a 2. I think I'm gonna give this thing a 1 for difficulty.
Stop spoiling Granite.
think that because this thing appears in a multitude of numbers
That's fair.
in Pikmin 4, this gets a
Actually,
2.
in Pikmin 4, in Pikmin 4 it's like a 3 in difficulty. In Pikmin 2 it's a 0. Um,
Yeah.
I'm gonna give it a
3
2.
okay. I'm gonna give it a 3 in difficulty because especially that first 2 when you don't have like good access to bomb rocks yet,
Mhm.
and you can't really just bomb them.
It's fair.
That's fair. Yeah.
I had access. I had enough access to bomb rocks because I was like,
Oh,
yeah,
100
this seems like a good thing to
100%.
have.
100%
Plus-
granted. You should buy the new Pikmin game because I think this is gonna be the most user friendly Pikmin game.
Did you get the did you like the GameStop premium thing?
No, he works there.
Oh, he works
He
there.
gets he gets an
Nice.
employee discount.
Nice.
Yeah, so he gets. So 100%, I think you should buy Pikmin 4.
I
don't
think you
need to
should
play,
buy Pikmin 4. Yeah.
You don't need to play any of the other Pikmin games
Yeah.
to play Pikmin 4. And that's what I think is going to be so good for this series because it's going to be able to bring in so many new players.
I think
because
the
it is-
launch it already has sold more. This is already the best selling Pikmin game
like it
by
easily,
a lot.
Like at launch, he's 100%.
Yeah.
And so Pikmin fans are back. We are so back, people.
Yes.
We're not gonna have to
It's
wait.
Also because
We're
like,
not gonna have to wait a millennia to get another game now.
Yeah.
it's also because like of the fact that the community has waited so long for another Pikmin game that also
Yeah.
like the amount of hype that we've been giving it has also helped bring in some folks.
Yeah.
How does it play? It plays really, especially for in the first game. If you're like
Yeah.
not used to any other Pikmin control, you're gonna have a good time controlling this game.
Yeah.
It's
For-
phenomenal.
For people,
Look-
for people like me who played Pikmin 3 with a Wiimote, I've always had trouble like adjusting to just the controller, but Pikmin 4 does a good job integrating that. So
He says here the reason you even have here
yeah, no,
Pikmin.
he was there when I bought it.
Oh, nice.
He was the one helping me. So
Nice.
I tend to visit Granite a lot when he's. I'm not gonna say a lot because it's only happened twice, and one of those times was today actually when I bought the Pokemon cards. Anyway, that's
Nice.
off topic.
Yeah. I
were
want to
we?
give context for why I gave for why I say the Emperor Bulblax is a 0 in Pikmin 2. 6 purple Pikmin, it's dead immediately.
Yeah,
In Pikmin
no,
2.
that checks out. That checks out.
That is
But
true.
also purple Pikmin stunned in Pikmin 2. So
Yeah, that is true.
it doesn't even get a chance.
Yeah. It also has no health in that game.
True. So
Oh,
where were
and
we?
this is
Are
and
we
this is
on
no
intimidation.
this is no spicy spray too.
Yeah, no spicy
No spicy spray.
Yeah.
Six purples, it's dead.
Yeah.
So
So
intimidation,
we?
I'll give it, especially when there's more than one. I'll give it a 2.
give it
Intimidation gets
uh,
a 3.
how were the polls? The polls they could have been better, but I like some of the cards I got. Anyway, intimidation for me, like I don't
Mhm.
know why. Like this thing just terrifies me. I've been watching a.
Mhm.
I know this shouldn't have anything to do with the. This
Mhm.
shouldn't have anything to do with the ranking, but I've been watching a Pikmin 1 randomizer recently,
well, yeah.
and when that guy found an Emperor Bulblax in the first area of the game, just sort of chilling, that was
Yeah.
scary.
I mean, yeah. But
Um,
but like I said, I think the Pikmin 1 Emperor Bulblax is closer to the Sovereign Bulblax than the Emperor Bulblax.
Yeah, no. So yeah, I'm gonna give it I'm gonna stay true and stick with a 2. Now that I'm like after the post shock of getting 50, 60 Pikmin killed by these two bastards, I'm gonna give it a 2.
Oh, okay. Design, I like it.
Same. I think
I really like it actually.
it gives Emperor vibes.
Yeah.
Like it fits the name really good.
You can see that this thing is clearly like
I'm glad you're in it. I'm glad we could be background noise for you.
Yeah.
this reminds me of the Titan Wing dragons in the Train Your Dragon. What this reminds me of.
Yeah. I'm
Sure.
gonna
Yeah, I can
For
see
that,
that.
comparing
that
it to other
reason, this
bosses. I think I would give it a
it's a 3.
4, a 3 or a 4.
Comparing
I
it
think
to
a
other
3.
bosses.
I think it's a 3.
Yeah, I was about to say comparing it to other bosses. I have a lot of other bosses that I like more. I'm gonna give it a 3,
Especially in Pikmin 3.
especially in Pikmin 3. The Pikmin 3 bosses are so good,
The
dude.
Pikmin 3 bosses go really hard.
Except for one of them.
You're talking about the Scornet Maestro?
Oh, I'm talking about the one that's just a slug. He's just a slug, bro.
This is the sand belching mirror slug?
Yeah,
I mean, yeah, that makes sense.
like he's a good boss fight, but his one drawback is his design.
That's fair.
He
That's fair.
like compared to the other bosses, but we'll get there.
We'll get there,
eventually,
and we'll get there after like 5 streams.
after like 5 streams. 'Cause
This will be our end because we said we were gonna stop at 11:30. So
Yeah, so this is once we're done with this.
Emperor
the Emperor
Bullblacks.
Bullblacks?
Yes.
Emperor
There's one.
Bullblacks.
There's one more Bullblacks, but we're just gonna save that for next time, I guess.
Sure. All right.
Personal preference, I think right now it's at 5 because this is the template one was the dwarf, Bulborb. I think 5 is correct for what I would think of this thing. For what I think of this thing.
I'm gonna give it a 6. Honestly,
Mm-hmm.
I
That's fair.
think getting absolutely destroyed by this thing really deepened my appreciation for it. So
Yeah, that's fair. Chris,
This is a 5.
that is exactly what we gave the dwarf Bulborb. So. Just saying, that is exactly what we gave the dwarf Bulborb.
try it and take it back. Paul, what?
What?
What are you talking about?
Try it and take it back.
I wonder. Anyway, what's that?
I-
Where does that leave? Where does that put the Emperor Bullblacks in our ranking?
So 33 plus 9 plus 9. 33 plus 18. 51?
T1.
51. That's solid.
T1.
That's pretty solid.
Pretty solid.
That's pretty solid.
That's for a pretty solid boss. That is like middle of C.
That's gonna be.
Around here probably. Here. What we give the dwarf bull bear. But yeah, that's where he is.
Yeah. No, that's a perfect spot for it. Honestly,
Yeah.
that's a
Yeah,
perfect
in
spot.
context with the other bosses, that
Yeah.
makes sense.
That does make
Yeah.
sense.
100%.
So that will be the end of the ranking part because we have a bunch of other people in the call and we should do something else on stream. we have a lot of other stuff that we could do. So what do y'all want to do?
By the way, entirely just out of this, there's 2 people who I want to invite. One of them will remain a secret, and
That's-
will remain a secret.
Okay.
The other one is just so I can keep in contact with them easier, because I'm going to be on this more than texting and Snapchat and stuff, would be Elijah.
Elijah was the person who I thought was the person you were gonna
No,
keep secret.
he's not the secret one. The secret one's better.
Okay.
Isaiah, come back from the grave. He's back in the nerd group.
Hold on, Elijah has Discord?
No.
I asked him to get it. I said if he gets it. That's why he's remaining anonymous. Did you not see the
Did you
chat?
end the stream, by the way, Logan?
No, we're gonna do something else on stream.
Oh, we are?
Yeah, that's what I wanted to do.
Okay, so yeah,
Oh,
that
okay.
ends the Pikmin and the first part of the Pikmin enemy ranking. We got through
Editor, cut that out.
almost the entirety of the Bulbor, Bulblax.
Yeah, we didn't
Lines.
get to the Sovereign Bull Blacks, but that's going to be that's probably going to
Not
be
right now,
B
Grant.
tier higher.
That's like, I was thinking.
What do we want to play?
Whatever
We
happened-
have some options. We could play some Jackbox again, and Granite could join us. We could play some.
Jackbox, Whiplash.
We could play some
Yeah.
Jackbox. Granite could join us.
We should do Jackbox.
Yeah, he can be in the audience.
He doesn't even need to
He,
be
he
in the audience.
doesn't even need
if
to be in the
we're playing
audience.
in
He could
Whiplash.
just play. He could just
Oh,
play
he
it
could
with
just,
us.
he could just play. Yeah, that's true.
Whatever happened to
100%.
Isaiah?
He
Isaiah-
died.
He got cool.
Nothing
Yeah, he
happened.
became a cool kid.
He just became a.
He became buff.
He just started dating Charlie. That's what happened.
Yeah.
Um,
That's definitely what made it. That's definitely what made him leave us.
Kind of the same with Parker, though.
It is
What,
kind of
just
it is
Parker?
kind of the same with Parker.
100%. He started dating Sarah, and he just sort of.
Guys, so the trick is to never fall in love. That's how you to remain a nerd. The more you
Exactly.
know.
That's the.
I
point
mean
of
that
being
I
a-
mean that's not a problem for me.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
it's
that's not a
That's
that's not a
not an
that's not
issue.
a problem for some people in this call. That was
So we
good.
playing-
I liked.
You don't
that
need
ranking.
Jackbox installed to play Jackbox. You just need to
I
join the
really-
website.
I really liked that ranking. I liked how we have that situated. I
Yeah.
think that was a lot of fun.
All right.
Also,
Yeah, but
granted, don't be too bad. I know how you are. Don't be too bad with the with the profanities,
No racial slurs.
especially no racial slurs.
Yeah. The fact that we have to say that is
Slurs in
probably
general.
it should be something that kind of a heads up for
Should
you. And
should we extend the timers?
sure.
Yes, I would appreciate that.
I also
Um,
appreciate that.
Yeah. Escape.
I would
nothing-
appreciate extended teamers.
Okay, let's play.
Jackbox. Whoop. What should my name be today?
My first thought when I read this was an anagram for that code, by the way.
Yeah,
good one,
yeah.
Greg.
That is a
a
good
good
one.
one.
That's a good Greg joke.
That's a good one. I like that. Yellier.
Go to Granite. Just go to jackbox.tv
On your mobile device
on
or
your
your computer.
on anything, and then you'll be able to.
You need to be able to keep the stream open though, so you can
Yeah.
see the screen, of course. But
Yeah. We're waiting on Angel and Granite.
can we? Is there
Is
a way
Angel
that
still
you can-
is Angel still alive?
I don't
in
think
the
so.
call?
I think he fell asleep, and that's what that growl was. Him
Oh.
snoring.
Someone should call him on Discord.
Oh,
I mean,
there
you could
is
just
stream
remove him
volume.
from the call.
Holy crap, there is stream volume. I've just had it lowered this whole time.
And you could just remove Angel from the call.
Oh, I want to wake him up.
I think, yeah, no, I think we should keep him in just in case he does wake up.
I think we should just wake him up.
Oh. Okay.
Oh, there's
Cooper,
Granite.
Cooper, you have to start it.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Let's go, chat. Let's go.
Yeah, you are in.
Prepare yourself for Quiplash 3. There will be
Whiplash.
claps.
No, there
My
won't.
name is Schmitty, and I'll be taking
Not at all.
real good care of you.
Yo,
If
is
you
Schmitty
need
gonna
to
be
get
joining
into
us
game, it's no
on
big
the final
deal.
round?
Get in the
No,
audience,
there's 6 of us.
Oh.
If Angel was here, he would be.
Okay.
Time for
Alright.
round 1. You'll answer 2 prompts on your device in any way you want, and then each of your responses will square off against someone else's. The remaining players vote on their favorite. Easy, right? You'll rake in the points based on the percentage of people who dig
Cooper, you
your
know you can skip
response.
this, right?
Got it? Great.
Ow.
There should be a button on yours specifically to skip this because you're a VIP.
There was no button.
I gotta ask, why is he the VIP?
Because he was in
Because
first.
he was the first one. Because he was the first one in the lobby.
Ah.
I don't know the like these boundaries that we're setting, so I'm just gonna play like I normally would, and if you guys are uncomfortable, please tell me.
Nothing too bad, like no racial slurs. I think that's
Well,
the,
yeah,
that's
yeah,
that's like the
I don't do that normally.
that's like the only bar.
I was purely planning into. I'm not gonna say any racial or just slurs, but other than that, I was gonna go all out.
Yeah.
I'm gonna make dark
You got
jokes.
him in on time.
Granite's in it. I think Granite's lagging a bit behind because of the stream delay,
Probably.
Oh boy.
How about we start
which
with-
is gonna be which should be
Because to
fine.
turn off gravity for an hour, it would make blank much more interesting.
Much more interesting.
Yep, I knew that was gonna be one of them.
Yeah,
I knew it was
100%.
the same. I knew it was gonna be one of the two.
I could have gone for
Is it-
sex, but it wouldn't have been funny because it was the same thing.
I agree with Cooper on this one. It's
Phantom of the
just funnier.
Phantom of the
Now it's time to vote for your
Insert
favorite.
insensitive word.
I like big fan of the crack house.
The crack house.
I am inserting a certain insensitive word and I find it funny.
I don't like using my imagination.
I'm gonna crack this.
And it's a word I can say.
The quickest way to become the most popular kid in school.
A gun.
Having the best Pokemon cards, Hollow, DS, Charizard, blow it up so no one else will buy it. Well,
Wouldn't
that's,
by default-
that's very counterintuitive because you're trying to be popular, not the only one.
Well,
By
you
the
also
way,
can't be
for anyone wondering, BS means base set.
you also can't
Yeah.
be you can't be the most popular kid in school when there is no school.
Yeah,
Exactly.
that is-
That's the brilliant part.
A comment
Well, that's
that has
counterintuitive,
never
that's how much
been
your
made
point
on
is.
the internet.
a comment that has never been made. Oh my
both
God.
of these are good.
Oh my god.
Both of these are pretty good.
I definitely would have gone with I respectfully disagree.
And next is
No one has ever said that on the internet.
Fine,
Break
it's
up
not
line.
you,
It's not you. It's
Now it gets real. Pick your favorite.
bro.
I like your ass.
Why? Thank you.
I had like 20
yours,
seconds.
Greg.
I had like 20 seconds left.
Greg, you're as flat as like a
Oh, yeah,
washboard.
yeah.
You're not.
The worst ringtone. but
What
the
what what
ringtone.
does that mean?
Best.
I'm going with the coherent one.
Same.
Incoherency. is kind of fun, though.
Going here going, yeah, he's the good because.
I mean, if I heard that on my phone, if I
Hey,
heard that,
well
if I
effort joke. I disagree with that call.
I
That's
also
not
disagree with that call. That was not funny.
heard, if
It's
I
not
heard,
funny.
if I heard that sound coming out of my phone, I'd
Oh
also
no,
be kind of,
Granite.
I'd also be kind of.
Okay, round 2 is
Surprised.
knocking on the door. Prompts are a little more challenging, so the points are doubled.
Wow. Thanks. Thanks. Oh really?
What the fuck is this prompt?
I really like my first prompts that I got. I don't like the
I like my
second one
first
though.
prompt. I think I have a good
I-
answer to my.
I only like one of mine. I think one of mine's. I have a very forced
One of mine
joke.
is better than one of mine is better than the other.
Yeah, I'm in the same boat. One of mine is definitely better than the other.
Okay, one of these is gonna be a bit relating to something.
I can't look at chat anymore, so I can't see what Granite said.
He's not saying anything really.
Oh.
He's just saying the stream delay is pretty bad.
A dangerous
Yeah.
competitive sex game. You tie yourself to the
Oh,
person
no.
and they blank.
Uh-oh. Don't do anything as they were.
Vote away.
Lovely.
I really like that first one.
Yeah, I love the boundaries being respected. Big fan of
I'm
that.
a big fan of respecting boundaries.
I would agree with that one.
It's, like,
It's dangerous.
That's weird. I'm like,
Right
that's.
along.
It was
The name of
consensual.
the subreddit that only has one
That's
follower.
funny.
r/blank.
/ only 2 followers.
Decisions. Choose your favorite.
What? Huh? Huh? Wait. Huh? Huh? Nam 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 nam.
How can you tell an artificial intelligence has turned evil?
Uh-oh.
And now pick your
True.
And just to check, you were saying
As
true to
soon
the
as
first one,
as
right?
soon as soon as they start swinging one way or the other instead of being neutral, you know they've gone evil.
What's considered self-care for ancient warlocks? Here's the fun part. Choose your favorite quip.
They're no different.
The same as
They ain't got
every
no-
on. Every on else.
They ain't no different.
Yeah, I had like 5 seconds left.
They no,
My
that's
entire
a good.
was
That's a good.
based on D&D. I
Oh,
like
really? What
eyeshadow.
is love?
Okay, everybody, pick your favorite quip.
Beating women. Oh.
Yeah. Gregory.
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 Gregory likes
Okay,
beating women.
what's next? Reviews have been mixed for the new
It was
series,
ironic.
20-minute guided meditations with blank.
Uh.
Well, it's voting time.
I immediately voted because I find that funny.
Dog.
damn it.
Snoop Dogg. Snoop Dogg.
First
Whoa.
20
Why are
minutes.
all
was
of the
you
low
just
effort
As it
quips
was for me.
eating out
Let's
my
find out.
IQ quips?
Oh,
man.
that one quiplash that. What was it? Cooper got.
Are you
Oh,
ready
how
for
am
the
I-
one
how
I'm
am I
bad at?
winning?
Bunch of low effort
How am I
scripts that I
winning?
can get.
Where all Quip roads lead. You'll each get a prompt that needs
How do I skip?
separate responses.
You click the
That's
button
triple
that
the
says skip.
ha-has.
There is no button that says skip.
Ugh.
I just realized how
Nah.
bad, how awful mine was, and how not good it is.
I
I have my third prompt
I'm not a big
either
fan.
makes
I
or
think all
breaks
three
the
of mine are
entire
pretty
thing.
solid.
I'm not the biggest fan,
I
so-
immediately regret what I put and want to change it.
I do too, kind of.
I'm not a big fan of my
I should have
answers. But
committed
you know
to the
what? I'm
bit.
gonna stick
It
with
said
them.
I should have just
I
committed to
rock
the
with my
bit.
answers. I'm committing to my bit. I'm committing to my bit. So I'm
I
gonna
went
rock
through
with
like
my
3
answers.
bits in this, 2 bits in this, so it might not be the best.
This is not a good bit, but it's funny.
3 things that'll put you
That'll
right
put
to
you
sleep.
right to sleep.
Oh,
Well,
Choose your favorite.
well, all of these are
Thank
valid
you.
answers. So this is hard. This is hard. I'm gonna go with this one though.
Penis and women will put me to sleep.
100%.
That's right.
Morgan Freeman's voice is what got me there, unfortunately.
Speeding ticket.
3 words that I'm putting eat.
And now pick your favorite.
Shout out to that person. Who's the real Logan's a comedic genius. Logan's a
it says
comedic
3
genius.
words. It doesn't say 3 phrases.
Yeah, I realized that, and
To yell as they do some heavy squats.
for
Heavy squats. It will.
Now it's time to vote for your favorite.
I like both. Both of these are equally as cringe.
I know.
Yeah.
Zoo- Mama.
I
love the
think I
uwu.
like Zooey
Shout
Mama
out to
better
the
though.
uwu.
I think
Shout out to
I
uwu.
like Zooey Mama better.
I should have just put uwu, owo, and rar because I think I should have committed.
I
to
think
the
I
bit.
think if you furry baited the whole thing, it would have been funnier.
Yeah, that's what I
So-
mean.
We have a
think I won
choice. We have a choice of
Keep
either
playing.
well, I don't really want to know what. We could do one more Quiplash, and then after that we could either do one that excludes Grennet or do Champed Up.
Champed up is fine.
Which one would it be if we exclude Granite?
Talking points.
Talking.
I don't
point.
like talking points. All honesty.
So we're gonna do one more quick flash and then go to Champed Up then.
Yeah, Champed Up.
Hey, welcome to
Alright,
Flash
I'm cool with that.
Radio.
I'm down with that.
Schmitty versus the Swamp Monster. I'm Schmitty, and I'll be providing
Again, I'm
learn,
pressing
support, and
everywhere on my
instructions
screen.
Someone will probably talk over. Here's round 1. Points are scored based on the percentage of people who choose your response.
I am legitimately pressing everything on my screen.
Thank you, Schmitty.
Damn. I don't have the funny robot rap one, Granite. Actually, I do have the funny robot rap one, but it's on my Switch, and I don't have a capture card yet. I hate my first answer, but it's kind of funny.
I have a really good answer.
You know what? Since I lost to Chris that one where Riley that one where I didn't pick the obvious, I obviously just put the obvious one.
That was Christopher that you lost to, by the way. with sex. I'm pretty sure that was Christopher.
It was me. That was very much me.
Alright, I'm good.
Hope you didn't embarrass yourself.
Oh, I totally did.
I definitely did as well.
Start with
Don't even worry about it, Schmitty.
for the TV show.
Oh no.
Choose away.
One of these is very true.
Both
Both
them
of these are very
real.
true. Damn it.
Let's see the next one. The most innocent thing you could
Oh,
type
no.
that would result in a Twitter
In a
fight.
Twitter fight. Anything, dude. Hi, I mean, it is Twitter. I'm an
Okay,
orphan.
choose your favorite.
I mean, someone will get mad at you for saying hi and not hello.
Yeah. People will also be mad at you for being an orphan.
And
It's
now,
like people getting
no
mad at
shirt,
French
no
people.
shoes, no blank, no service.
Aw. Okay, well, I don't like either of these, honestly.
I don't like either of these answers, so I'm not voting
I
for
picked
either.
I picked one.
No
because
Riz got me. If I'm being honest, no Riz got me.
I would have laughed more if it said
You
no
have-
cock and not no
you-
penis, because
you
penis doesn't
have
work the same way.
Widowy
as no cock.
Nowiz. You have Widowy Nowiz.
Please at
You
least
cannot
vote for one.
compete.
I am widowy hitting the
Widowy-
gwitty, like,
I am
Widowy
widowy hitting the
Nowiz.
gwitty.
Widowy Nowiz.
Widowy no riz.
I'll give it to stepdad. He tried his best on, so be nice.
So be nice to your stepdad. I should that says I'm stupid.
Decisions decided. Choose your favorite.
Actually, one of these is way funnier.
One of these, that is way funnier.
Oh, I'm so angry.
I know it's
Or
right.
sad occasion.
Sad occasions.
Okay, everybody. pick your
Sad
favorite whip.
cocktail.
It's called an unaroused tail.
Okay, it's fair. They were both just sorta. Nom, 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 nom. I love it when they eat. Nom, 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 nom.
Marie Antoinette would probably say, "Let them
Oh
eat
no.
plain."
I swear to God, the first thing I see. Yep, there it is.
Now it gets real. Pick your favorite.
To be fair, Aaron, that's kind of the same as saying cake, because she did have that cake.
That's
I
true.
liked it, Granite.
Don't worry, Granite.
Not dwell on round
We
one
appreciate
anymore.
you.
Let's see your
Thank you for
scores.
joining us.
Definitely got last.
Except,
Oh no, myself and Granite got last.
Round 2 is here. The points are doubled, so try to bring it, okay?
shut up, Schmitty.
I could go
My
two. I
first
could go
one
two
is
ways with
pretty
this
good.
one.
My second one is shit because I don't know how to do it. I didn't understand. Like,
I think my answers are solid. I don't think. I'm
I think
I'm
one
proud
of my
these.
answers is better than the other, but I
I'm
still
proud of
like
these.
my
I'm
other
proud of these.
answer.
One of my answers is again way better than the
It's
other.
quiz
Same.
time.
That seems to be happening quite a bit.
Up to bat, we have. I named my cat
Oh.
after this player.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Blank.
Oh no.
I mean, one of these is accurate
One of these is
to
actually
both to
accurate.
both Greg and the cat.
Loud and annoying.
Nice.
Next we have. How to turn farming into high fashion. All right, vote for the one you like best.
Oh, he got me sweating. Got me acting up. Oh my god. Oh, got me acting unwise.
Thank you, Granite.
Next up,
Both of those
God
were not
sent
that great.
this warning sign, and we totally missed it.
Don't say 9/11. Okay, thank God.
Here's the fun part.
I was freaking out. Freaking out.
I don't like either of these.
I don't like either of these either.
I like one of these more than the other.
You're welcome, Granite.
Oh, Angel finally enough.
Angel left.
Let's see the next one.
I think he woke up and realized
Love is
what's
not all
going on.
puppies
Or
and
his phone died.
unicorns. Sometimes it's blank.
Sometimes it's stabbing in the heart for my
All right,
entire
people, it's
life.
voting time.
One of these is just correct.
Stabbing me in the heart for my vampire wife.
The two
Oh,
asexuals
yeah.
got the falling in love
Yeah.
one.
And next,
That's funny.
for the sake of accuracy, the Natural History Museum had to remove the
The
blank.
two Arrow Ace people got the love one.
I know.
Decisions. Choose your favorite.
One of these is better than the other.
One of
I'm very
Techno
sorry, Gregory.
cowboy.
Gregory's was better in my opinion.
Now,
Techno cowboy.
on the medieval hunks of 1506 calendar. Time to pick the one you like best.
If you know.
It's a very schlatt answer. It's granite. That makes sense.
Be
Sorry,
fair,
I said that very
Demons in this
condescendingly.
list.
I did not mean that way, Granite. I swear.
You guys ready for me to drop to like fourth?
Riley, we're tied for
Never mind,
first.
fifth?
We're tied for first. Let's go. Up top.
Ready for
Better.
I high fived you in spirit.
Me too. That's the sound it makes. Because we did it a few times to really exemptuate.
I'm actually very confident in my answer.
Time's
This is I feel like this is one of the funnier jokes I have made.
I don't think this is as funny as I think it is, but I'm okay with that.
The three worst materials the three little pigs could have built their houses out of.
Alright. There. Bone, skin. Awesome. Bones, stones, stones. Cool.
Okay, everybody, pick your
Cool.
favorite quip.
Cool. These are Sure.
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 The
I'm
three
sorta
things
there.
you must do to
Must
survive
do.
a bear attack.
Give it a hug. Some jerky. And then we'll talk. I gotcha.
Vote for the one you like best.
That's a good one.
That's a good one.
So it's me against.
Oh, equal funny.
So one of you guys has to win unless you
These
tie.
secrets, this group, you, right here,
Right
Hmm.
here.
hiding from
Are
each other.
hiding from each other. What?
And now,
Dude, holy shit, both of you have a bomb.
Both of you have a bomb? Oh my god. There's poison in my water? Ah!
Yes!
I didn't even vote. It didn't even. No one even voted for it. Didn't
and
even
that
matter.
is it. Well, except for this last
Riley,
part.
I like the positive pregnancy test.
Thank you, Cooper. I thought that was one of the funnier ones.
I said I was proud of my triplash.
Hey, that's good.
I actually
Logan,
I
high five for both having a
I
bomb
knew
on our
who
chest.
I absolutely all of you was. So I was like, this is
Mid.
funny.
No, I
I
could tell who hit both, like almost all of those. I could tell who put the triplash. Press back.
Alright, give me just a second, guys. I gotta go use the restroom. I'll be
I
right back.
also have two as well, but we are going to play Champed Up.
I think now that I understand how champ champ works better, I think I understand better champ.
Misspelled stuff is funny. Dumb drawings are good. Cumizard is not a good.
Honestly, the only reason Steve Harvey lost to Kamazard was because of the category. It's it.
Mhm. Also, now that we can talk about this, the other day when we were playing this, and Gregory goes, it's supposed to be Alex Trebek. Yes, I know, I misspelled it because the thing was Steve Harvey was misspelled.
By the way, the person's house I'm heading to is Riley's. You better watch out. I'm still coming. He's still gone, isn't he?
Yep.
Yes.
He's going to your house to get you first.
But guys might pass each other on the street.
Someone took my cock. Can I have,
I have the cock.
can I have my cock back?
Why would I give you the cock back?
Because I want the cock.
But I have the cock now.
Well, I want the cock.
It's like how every friend group has that one brain cell that they pass around, but we just all have one cock.
I'll take this one.
Sucker.
No.
Yes. Switches for
No.
a second.
No, I want the cock.
Fine.
Forget it! I hate you, Granite.
Now I have the cock, he says.
I'm glad someone else had the same idea for me as me. I also was gonna steal it.
I was spam clicking, so I'm upset I didn't get it.
Also, I don't see anywhere that says everyone's in. Oh, never mind, I do. It's at the top.
Don't click it yet, because we're waiting for O'Reilly.
How the hell did I get the gong? I mean, I was spamming the cock. That is something I was doing. I think the cock wants to be with me, guys.
I don't think so. I think you should switch off of it for a second again.
You know what the VIP stands for?
If you
Very
switch off for
important
it for a second and you still get it,
No, very
I'll allow you.
impotent penis, Greg.
If you switch off of it and still get it, I'll allow you to keep it.
I'm not gonna do that.
I mean, I have the power to click the back button right now. Will I? Probably not, but I do have the power. How long does it take this man to go to the bathroom?
Now Granite has the cock again.
I was spam clicking because I didn't think you were gonna switch off of it.
Yeah, that's why I switched off of it. Why would I do it when I know you're spam clicking?
I don't know. How do you know I wasn't spam clicking?
Because there's no way you were spam clicking.
Well, Granite clearly
I know
was.
you pretty well. Granite commits to a bit more than you do, Logan.
I was checking Discord because my thing has a permanent. My Discord has a permanent one notification on it.
Granite's not on. Granite switched off and gone back onto it.
Yeah, but I don't. I mean, we gotta have some entertainment while we're waiting for this man to get off to get back from the bathroom. Oh, he's auto clicking Cooper. He's not committing to the bit.
Okay, I want buff dude. Jesus Christ, Riley.
He automated committing to the pit.
Okay, guys, I'm so sorry. I'm back.
Granite took my cock.
Ugh. I appreciate headphones on. I'm ready to game. I appreciate patience.
Holy shit, he stole the cock.
You ain't getting this back now. now that I know that now that I know that you're now that I know that you're auto clicking, I'm not killing off of this. Oh, but it started. Okay, cool. Apparently, Granite made Dean GPT.
To the Slowceum. These talented trainers are about to face off to see who's the best at creating champion characters with unusual skills. Will the underdogs take down the heavy favorites?
I'm spamming everything again.
Time to get champed up.
Champed up.
In this first step,
This is the one that I'm very bad at.
Oh, this is the worst prompt ever.
I don't like this one, not the one I got either. I also can't be too. I can't do one of the things I did before because this is live streamed. I have no idea what to do. I'm
Sure.
You're welcome for whoever gets this one.
Hurry, are you not playing? No, he is. Never mind. I'm an idiot.
Here we go.
Did Angel fall asleep or did his parents anger again?
I think his phone died, so I think he
Oh.
fell asleep because he didn't say anything in the chat. So Oh.
I was given literally the worst opponent ever. So,
You're welcome.
I have no idea what I was supposed to draw.
You're welcome.
20 seconds remain.
You
Players
probably got
need to
mine.
name their character.
Because I'm bad at this video game. I don't like the drawing ones very much, personally.
Ugh.
Time for the
I try my best, and I think that's a lot of
Our
fun.
first opponent enters the ring. And
Greg
in this
dot
corner we've
PNG.
got- These two will battle to see who is the champion of ruining this player's day.
Cooper, what's the lore there?
Now this
What's the lore there? Has a GameStop employee hurt
Isn't
you?
isn't Granite a GameStop employee?
who wants it more?
Versus Stong Boy.
I think we all know what we're gonna choose. Mm.
The scales are beginning to tip.
The lag is starting to.
Like, what do you,
Let's
what do you mean
go.
lag?
Now entering the ring. And opposing them will be
Nothing! That happy little face hides trauma. Is this just me?
No, mine's lagging a
I
bit.
did
well.
get Logan's. Oh, same. I'm also getting lag.
next up it'll be versus
Kermit the
Oh, I
Frog.
think my
Hi,
I think my
Kermit.
internet's crapping out.
are facing off to see
Poop
who
it.
is the champion of puppets.
It's the poop it.
They're trading punches.
Huh?
But that Kermit the Frog is honestly not awful looking.
Poop it. Oh, because you drew it. Of course you say that.
Moving on, we've got versus
Works at GameStop.
one of them will walk
Works.
out on the champion being exhausting.
Yeah.
Just put it out of its
What?
misery.
So one's upset, one's blushing.
No, that's happy.
One's tired, one's upset. And tired.
Oh god.
The GameStop employee lost.
The battle of the GameStop employees.
GameStop employee.
That's crazy.
Make way for
My first one was
Johnny Alpha.
Johnny
one of them should
Sigma.
be the champion of questionable
Questionable
Oh.
choices.
Okay.
I think Johnny Sigma. I think Johnny Sigma's a genetic mutation. Look at those arms.
very, very clever misspellings of.
Oh!
What are they thinking?
What are they thinking? I don't know. I don't know, announcer.
Just a halftime. Here are the scores.
How? How did I win that? My poop it failed miserably.
Yes, but Johnny Sigma.
Yeah, Johnny Sigma was great.
Create the champion of what? What is this?
The champion
I have
of.
to do some research. I have to do some research.
My mind goes blank every time
Okay,
I see this.
So if you
I'm dead.
warning, name those characters.
I think this is good. I think this is a good one.
I'm definitely way better at looking at what other people do and then doing stuff based off of theirs. Is it still lagging?
Shoot, I should have done that.
Name those characters.
A little bit.
Wait, is it gonna let us use our characters from yesterday in the swapping?
No.
No.
Oh,
I wish it would.
Oh,
then
man,
I
I
could,
wanna
then I,
use
then I,
Gage
then I
Deadpool
could,
again.
then I could bring back Garfeldi.
And I could bring back Afrigid. Afrigilin.
It's the second half, which means it's time
I
for
could
the
bring back
championship.
Kamazar.
I'm a big fan. I'm a big fan of
Kamazardo.
both of mine, if I'm gonna be honest.
Let's start things off with our first two fighters.
Troll scientist.
That does not say
Gregari
that
the
does not, that does
Science
not say troll scientist. That says troll scientists.
Oh, that's awesome. Lab accidents.
The art of war.
I love the scientists.
Why does the groggery look so glitched?
Troll scientists.
Not over yet. Here's the next title up for grabs. The champion of puberty.
Oh,
Okay, well,
Will the trainers keep their characters or
oh,
swap
well,
out?
oh. So yeah, smart choice not keeping groggery in.
The ref just needs to call it.
oh.
very, very clever joke of Johnny Alpha.
Chemistry is
Johnny
off the
Alpha.
charts.
Johnny Alpha.
I was a big fan of Johnny Sigma.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fighters enter the ring. You will decide who
The
is
morgue lobotomy. Oh my god.
the apocalypse.
I don't like lobotomies. Oh
I,
my
I
God.
don't like what's happening there.
It's the Clash of the Titans. We'll declare a winner after this next match. The champion of
Progressive childcare?
Oh my god.
the trainers have a decision to make.
Lobo-
My goodness!
Lobotomy has to be progressive.
I hate I hate that lobotomy has to win there. I hate
Yeah,
that
I know.
lobotomy has to win there.
What?
This, folks, is what a hero looks
He
like.
definitely does progressive childcare. Maybe not the best way, but it's definitely progressive.
Here's our next
Yeah.
matchup.
Godly rotary satanic landline. Oh,
I'm better at I'm better at word game than I am.
why
at
does he look
Roger.
like Squidward when he got the fork stuck in his mouth.
This next contest could
His
swing
throat, I
things.
mean.
The champion of the comment section.
Oh.
Will the players tag out? Let's find out. It's getting. This is pure pandemonium.
Nothing.
It's neck and neck.
Satanic landline.
They did the work of two fighters. It's time for our next bout.
Just this one.
You will decide
Chad
who
no
is
knows.
champion of young adult fiction. This is too
Young adult
much.
fiction.
Oh, it's getting lopsided. It all comes down to this next match. Champion of the 30 under 30 list.
Voldemort's like
Will the trainers
60.
do? Let's see.
I don't even know what that is.
I don't even know what that is.
Either.
Talk about a character
You don't know what the 30 under 30 list is?
No.
Top 30 celebrities under the age of 30.
Oh, Chad no knows for sure.
Chad no knows for sure.
Bye, Chad.
the world mentality.
Chad no knows. He's one of my favorite creations so far.
Here are the next two fighters.
Oh.
One of them will be
Oh, come on.
champion of early bedtime.
Oh, wow. I see how one would lead to the other there. But yeah. I'm less offended now.
Now they'll be battling for this
I was like, yeah, this is pretty accurate.
match.com.
What about the gay moon?
Oh,
It's decision time.
champion of match.com.
Is that the nail in the coffin?
I have to vote for myself here on principle.
He's got the Riz.
Oh my god. That's awesome.
Christopher, if that's what makes you win, that'd be great.
I think that
That'd be
is gonna be
hilarious.
winning
That would be
someone.
hilarious.
Would
That's
be
1,400
funny as
points.
hell.
Champion of dive bars.
What's with the Riley slander today?
By the way, I'm probably going to bed after this.
Same.
Can they recover?
What is with the slander today? I can't take this.
Champion of divorce.
Oh, wow.
Go.
Wow.
Here's
Yo!
Yo, Kermit.
Kermit!
I don't know. Miss Piggy and Kermit's relationship are kind of steady. I don't
No,
know.
they are not.
Out of principle, I can't vote for Greg here.
Why?
Because you said, isn't that that Kermit's kind of good when it's you who drew it, so it's kind of out
It
of
was a
principle. at that
joke.
point. Kind of out of principle.
Okay, folks, that was the final match. The judges are tallying the final scores, and
Also, Chris won.
Yeah.
we have a winner.
Riley!
Everyone.
Riley won.
Chad
Wow.
no-knows.
Stupid.
Chad no
Wait,
Chad
Riley-
knows.
no knows won it.
Riley?
Chad no knows won it.
I got second. I got close though.
Dude, I did so bad there.
Cooper, you got destroyed.
Yeah, I was against Chad No-Nos, which to this thing I really don't like. You got, I just.
Satanic landline.
Chad no knows.
I disagree
Goodbye.
with
And
you.
Chad no knows
Goodbye.
we lost to the history
So how
pages
many
now.
people are leaving?
Well, there's one.
I think Christopher said he's leaving too.
I might. I don't know.
Cause I don't want to.
Sorry.
I don't need to stop yet. We're just gonna have a blank stream for a bit while we decide what to do. I'll put in my starting student splash screen.
Do you have a starting soon splash screen?
You'll see it if you're watching the stream.
I'm gonna put on the stream right now to see it. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Did you change
And-
the title of the stream, by the way? Is it still
No,
Pikmin
it's
Enemies
still
Ranked?
Pikmin 4 enemies ranked. No, just
Okay.
Pikmin enemies ranked.
Starting soon. Oh, that's Board Bros.
Yeah,
Awesome.
it's the Board Bros logo thing.
Yeah, I'm getting rid of that. I'm tired.
Okay,
So
that's fair. Do you want to do something, or do we want to just end it here? I'm fine either way.
I'm also fine either way. I could stay up for a few more.
Because
I need to be up. I need to get up early, so I'm probably gonna go.
okay,
Alright.
so that's probably gonna be it. We're done.